Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's there.
It's not there. Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? It wasn't there. How dare you dare? How dare you? How very dare you? Oh, let's have a look. There's lots going on in here, isn't there? Can hear me and see me. Thank you, Kirsty. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. Connor, how you doing, bud? Steve-O. And Mandy, of course. First two in there. I'm not grumpy. I'm not angry. I'm happy. Look, I've just come down from Everest. I felt like I'd just come down from Everest at that point. Funnily enough, people in Everest tend to get the same kind of problems I've had because of the height. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, I know. I need a checklist. I need a checklist before I start every stream. I thought I'd done everything. Lights, cameras, action. As soon as O'Connor asked nicely, asked the first one. He's going behind the bar. There you go. You like angry Nick? He's funny. I do like a rant occasionally. It gets out of your system, you know what I mean? Evening, security, evening. Nothing playing. We like Nothing playing. They're a good band. Neverlad. That's like Neverland, but for Scousers. Oh, Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Right. Have I? I haven't, have I? I have. There you go, it's on. I thought so. Esther, how you doing? You okay? I need a PA to remind me before we start. I need to write down what I need to do, is what I really need to do, isn't it? I need to write down a little checklist. I can laminate it. There you go. Laminate it. Do a little boxy thing, laminate it with switch on main light, switch on rim lights, switch on the pawsy lights, because there's 4 of them buggers, switch on microphone, switch on camera, switch on fan behind camera to stop it overheating. What else? Start the tunes, man. Put stuff back on that I turned off at the end of the last stream as well, including Botrix live chat. Ting and ting. Congrats on the 100th. Thank you. Obviously, it isn't the 100th live stream, but it's definitely the 100th actual proper stream that I've done. There's loads of little Dennis Bird cams and ninja streams and beach streams and what have you. But these actual scheduled Tuesday, Sunday, now Wednesday, Sunday streams, there's 100 of them, which has surprised me. Really has surprised me. I didn't think I'd make it this far. All that chatting for no points. Ah well, it's good practice, Mandy. Warming yourself up for when Botrix turns up. Congratulations, Donkey Sean, as they say in Japan. Cheers, Kirsty. Don't just say it, write it down. All right, Mum. That has been done. Stick a fork in there. Pilot checklist for stream. And I did 4 as in a number 4 because that's how street I am. Know what I mean? Who's going on the bar after you? We will find out fairly soon. You have got Piggly Ding to arrive at. Oh, I hate this. I restart this computer regularly and before every pissing stream, it starts downloading updates. Bloody wanky thing. Coming over here, causing kerfuffles. That's got to go back up, otherwise I can't see anything. Cheers, Saf. Much appreciated. Hashing 100. Fantastic day. I should have done that, really, shouldn't I? Good tune, that, by the way. Hashtag. No, I knew what you meant by hashing. Because I just thought that was the verb to hashtag. I was hashing it, you know what I mean? I've been hashing 100 all day. Hang on. That's gone very, very... That's gone pink out there now. Bollocks. Second window open. Both windows open because it's very, very warm. It's as warm as balls out there. Cheers. How are we all doing anyway? Are we all alright? I've got to charge that when I finish as well. Make sure that stays charged. Spurs v Everton next Saturday at 3 o'clock. Yes, that will be our second defeat of the season. A second heavy defeat of the season. I can see that happening. Obviously. That was crazy yesterday. The first half, despite going in 1-0 down, we actually played quite well and they got applauded off the pitch, which says a lot really, doesn't it? The fans were happy with the effort, the commitment, but just the quality wasn't there in the second half. That was it. They buggered it up. Am I going to it? I'm not. I haven't been to an away game for quite a while now. I used to go all the time. Ali, how are you doing? You okay? Yeah, I've not been to an away game since Wigan, I think it was. 2010s at some point. A long time ago. Might even be the 2000s. And it was an early kickoff. An early-ish Sunday kickoff. Oh, it's all right. I don't need to write it down. It's there in front of me. I've put it on top of the post-it notes. So as soon as I finish, that will get plunged in. I think it might be already charged, to be honest with you. But that's a little bit bigger than the other one. So when I hold it, the cam, I'm not going to end up accidentally pushing the gimbal. We know what it's like pushing the gimbal. Sounds very painful. At what time do you call this, Ali? Turning up late, fashionably late. I'm going to do a watch along for it. It won't be on TV, and I don't do the illegal streaming of games because you can end up in a little bit of trouble over that. So I'll avoid it. Being disappointed by Everton once is bad enough. With it happening every bloody week, it's twice as bad. What's happening here? Why is that not working? Well, there's something strange happening in my neighbourhood. Who are you going to call? Fat bastard. Just got to copy and paste something quickly, see if it changes. Maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. No, maybe not. All very strange. Bloody internet. You call it perfect timing. Is that turning up fashionably late? Just steam in there, let everyone see you arrive. Maybe the way it should be. Oh, Mandy old enough to be me mum. That's very harsh, that one, Steve. Oh, very harsh. Kirsty came on your stream on Thursday, Connor. Oh, nice. Ali, thank you very much for the 100th. You were 6, definitely not old enough. No, you weren't. Definitely not old enough. Plus, if you were, you'd be completely grey by now, wouldn't you? I can test anyone's patience. I should have become a doctor, really, shouldn't I? Oh, jeez. Come on. It's a very hazy, dusky pink out there now. I tried to get some pictures earlier, but couldn't quite manage it. I just dropped a video as well before we started on this, just to test out the camera to see if it's working, and on the DJI Mic 2 with 32-bit float to see how it sounded. So hopefully it'll be decent. Ali Alio, oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat, Ali. Mucho appreciado, as they say in Japan. Oh, isn't that lovely? Lovely, lovely stuff. It's how old you tell us you are. Oh. Connor does sing and football FC24 videos, which used to be FIFA live streaming. Have I managed to get a picture of the moon yet? I haven't today, with it being daylight. But it's a super blue moon. Is it tonight or tomorrow? So whichever one it is, thingy. I will try and get some pics, definitely. I didn't see anything yesterday. Man, you'll try again. Is that Never Lad a thing, a banner? It is. And it's not Never Lad. Never look. 100 never looked so good, it says. I couldn't put a light on it because there's too many lights anyway and it would ruin everything. That banner and the horn and this which I am not setting off in this room, a glittery bomb thing, came from our Jackie. Our Jackie sent them through Amazon. So as I got something delivered the other day, which I was waiting for ages with bated breath, another couple of parcels were handed to me. I thought, what the bleeding hell is that? I haven't ordered anything else. Have they cocked up and sent me something twice? No. Jinxie decided to be an absolute knob and send me glitter bombs, which I am definitely not setting off because I have to work here as well. But a load of those. The banner 100 never looked so good. So I will take a picture of it where it looks a bit better, and I will stick it on the community a community post with that on it as well, so you can see what it actually looks like. Esther and Mandy the same age, yeah. A good age. It must have been a good year, that one. Supermoon is tomorrow. Right, well, if it's the supermoon tomorrow, it'll still be big today, won't it? I will take a picture if I can. I'll get as good a pic as possible. I'll even take me Nikon D100 out and see if I can get some pictures with that. Looking really old. How's Helen? The Norfolk correspondent. Why is that? Oh, of course. Yeah, I know why. The Norfolk correspondent who's doing fantastic work in the field. It was a red moon in London last night. I must have told you this before, but when I went to Cuba, because of where it is, and we were on the off the north coast rather, of Cuba, the moon rose. The moon rose, I think it's rising east as well. Because there's nothing there, there's no other land, you see it actually come up from below the horizon. And because of the refraction of the light, the moon itself looked blood red. And I don't mean a little bit red, I mean actual blood red. And then as it went up and up and up, it became more and more pink, and then it went completely white. But it was insane to look over the sea, and you could see a little bit of light, just a little bit of light, off the waves, and this blood red moon. It was incredible. If you get a chance, go to Cuba, boss. Glitter bombs, yes. I could do that. Do you know what? Fuck it, shall I do it? Next time they go out, if they ask me to pick them up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll stick the camera on and I'll have it facing back towards us, and I'll just set one of these off in the car. And then her and her mates who are thinking they're really smart and trendy and everything will be covered in glitter. It'll be brilliant. I'll do that. Vintage, of course. Helen's grand, she'll pop in later. Lovely stuff. Connor's just 30, be the youngest, I think, by an absolute country mile at the moment. Not our Kirsty anymore. Not in the car. It'd make a really funny thing though, wouldn't it? Just, Dad, can we stop at Mackey's on the way? Off you go. Ali wants a Coke with Pringles. We have some Pringles. Lovely stuff. What am I thinking of? I know, yeah. In the car, good luck cleaning it up. As somebody said, glitter is the herpes of the arts and crafts world. Absolutely 100%. It's just so persistent, you can't get rid of it. You can hoover it, you can mop it, you can do whatever you want. It will stay around forever. Glitter, cockroaches and Keith Richards. That's all that's going to be left at the end of the world. Keith Richards covered in glitter, eating cockroaches. There you go. Glass of Coke for our Kirsty as well, of course. Naturellement, as they say in Japan. They say a lot of strange things in Japan, don't they? Tesco had a 4-pack of donuts. Man, you can't type. It would look fantastic, wouldn't it? It would look mad. Our Ali sent us a pic. Our Ali, oh. Oh, donuts. Actual donuts. Jaffa donuts. These are Jaffa cake donuts. €2. Club card price. Get them. I wonder, do we do them? If we do them, I'm getting them. I'm getting them. Oh, I should have trimmed my face before we started. I'm itching. Sounded like Del Boy. Me? Lovely jabbly. Oh, that pain in the arse as well. That Jessica. Absolute pain. I've got to take her. She's in work at 7:45 in the morning. How horrific is that? I mean, genuinely, how horrific is that? It's not right. Glitch in the matrix. I was just thinking that. Have we got issues? Buffering? I think no. I think it's genuine. It might be buffering. Like I said, this pisses me off because I regularly restart this computer, and I try and do it an hour or so before we start the stream to make sure that there's any updates have been have been downloaded and installed. And of course, I did it earlier and there was no updates, and now that I'm live, updates are showing in the corner. Bastard and thing. But it's alright for Kirsty. It might just be, yeah, you never know with YouTube. It might be alright for some and not good for others. But hopefully it stays alright now. It's saying there's an excellent connection. Excellent. Stream health is excellent. Viewer activity is excellent. Everything's totally excellent, dude. If nobody else is going on, our alley will jump behind the bar. But we have to wait for a piggly ding. There has to be a piggly ding first, which has just reminded me to switch on piggly ding. Jinxie, Jinxie. I had to explain what this was. 100 never looked so good, which is hanging behind me. And but I'm afraid, Jackie, that is not getting exploded in my room. As tempted as I am, it's not getting exploded in my room. Because I also work here. And I can't be sitting there tomorrow morning on a phone call with my boss, absolutely covered in fucking glitter. Are you alright, Nick? Do you need any help? Do you need to phone anybody? Do we need an intervention? You're a 51-year-old man with a teenage daughter. Why are you covered in glitter? You know what I mean? Updates are a never-ending story. Absolutely. I didn't get to see Tom. He did send me a message on Twitter later on that night. So hopefully we'll arrange something for the next home game and you'll see our Tom on screen. Connor just had an ice cream, you lucky sod. Conspiracy theory, internet playing up to make you buy an upgrade before they switch it off and we get it for free. Could well be. Laz, how you doing, bud? Happy 100th, thank you very, very much. 100 scheduled streams is just insane. Stupid, isn't it? Jackie, yes, thank you very much. I was just saying, it was bizarre. I ordered something off Amazon and it arrived and then other parcels were handed to me and I thought, what the hell is this? And then as soon as I seen what was in there, I thought, who on the stream has done this? I should have known. It would have been our Jinxie. Jinx by name, Jinx by nature. Happy 100th. Cheers, Tomash. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. Take it outside and let it loose. That's just written on your gravestone, that, isn't it? Deputy Dogger. Yes, I might do. I was going to take it to the beach and do it. Or do it in the garden, but I thought, well, next door think I'm absolutely insane. I think they must already do, to be honest with you, but yes. We'll take that out with us somewhere and just randomly let it go. How's that? There's more than one, so there's other places we can put them. Lager for our Jackie. Well deserved. Too many names and yours is lazy for a reason. I don't mind that at all. Economy of effort. That's what that is. Energy saving, energy conservation. That's all that is. Careful open parcels from Northern Ireland. Definitely. As they said, the fastest sport in the world is not pelota or ice hockey or anything like that. It's past the parcel in Northern Ireland, isn't it? Apparently Belfast rang the 1980s, want the jokes back. I should know these things, shouldn't I? Happy 100th all round. There are people on here who will have been to all 100 of these streams. And to those who are, I would like to say two things. One, a huge, huge thank you. And two, are you fucking mental? Imagine anyone coming back after one, never mind 100 of them. You have the patience of a saint, all of you. What's the plural of that? You have the patiences of saints. I haven't got a clue what it is. Why am I bothered? Jinxie knows where you live, Steve. Ooh, be careful, be careful. The provisional dogger is there, the carry-on dogger. It would worry me as well, to be honest with you. Is our Thomas after a level up? It could be. Did you have a good day Friday? Fridays were brilliant. Saturdays have been a bit shit. Well, Echo and the Bunnymen senseless on the dookie. What are we doing? I listened to the Cocteau Twins on the way down again. That might have to change for Echo and the Bunnymen for the next trip to the Grand Old Lady. That's Goodison Park, not Mandy, by the way. You're welcome, and yes, totally nuts. Absolutely, it's incredible. 100 streams, how? It's not even 100 streams, to be honest with you, lads. I've done loads more than 100. It's 100 of the scheduled Wednesday, Sunday, or Tuesday, Sunday as it was streams. So it's insane. A full year of doing 2 days a week without the ninja streams, without the Dennis Baird cams, without the beach streams, which I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to start doing more of them because I need more hours. Last year's lives are starting to come off, which is quite heavy salad, to be honest with you. You weren't there for all of them, Ali. You weren't, but you've been here for loads. So that's being here for one. I'm appreciative of. Being here for more than one is amazing. Those who've been for the full 100, I will keep on apologising, genuinely. Connor, no one knows where you live. Keep it that way, mate. Keep it that way. Otherwise, in glitter bombs. Now, you see that? That's that sort of rose gold. And when it arrived, I thought, has someone been trying to order something they shouldn't have been ordered and it's been sent to the wrong place? Are batteries included? Is it one of those little prizes or something? Jackie, you're only here from Christmas time. That's more than enough. Bloody hell. That's 8 months, you know what I mean? That's heavy, isn't it? 8.5 months even. Can you remember them, Mandy? Can you remember the early days? It seems strange looking back. Man United won on Friday night. They did. Good old lady. Good old lady. Your brother-in-law staying overnight, Kirsty. You're going to go live to escape. That is one of the good things, not just the one good thing, of being a streamer, is you can just say to someone, "Oh, I'm sorry, my public awaits. You go and do what you want to do. I'm going to sit in the corner with the headphones on and just go, yeah, come on. Fuck you. Just talk about yourself, you know, while he's a pissing about." Saturday was it? It was Saturday. More like 300. It is. I think it's about 140 or something like that at the moment. It's crazy. But it's so easy now, isn't it? Just do a little ding, and then there you are in your car, chatting shit while you get the car washed. Yeah, once I finish for the night, Kirsty will be on and Ariston. It's an old advert. Jackie's been sending me poppers, she has. And confetti cannon, it does look very girly, has to be said. I don't want to be gender specific here on this one, but rose gold confetti cannon, it does seem a little bit, you know. Mandy, you'd laugh your socks off if it went off in his hand. Are we still talking about the confetti cannon here? Otherwise, that's a stream that you get banned from completely, that one, isn't it? You want to see it go off? Does it go bang or poof? We will see. Was there not a note that said gift from? There was. That was right at the bottom. And when I got it, I thought, oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Who else would it be? But it was nice. It was lovely, that. Getting a prezi. It would be interesting to go back to the early shows. Even in the short time that you've been here, you can see the growth in swagger and confidence. I'm becoming more like the old me. They do say when it comes to a stroke, the quicker you get someone into the hospital, the more of that person that you save. And to be honest, I have lost a hell of a lot of me, but bits of it are coming back. And being a swaggery, confident knobhead is definitely one of them. Steve, good question. That is something that would make a video. That would be a, what are the scores on the board, Miss Ford? What do you think will happen with it? Will it go bang? Will it go poof? We shall soon find out. We will. We will. Yeah, oh, I forgot about that, sorry. That would deserve an Umator off Mandy. Sadly, you can't go live with people about your mic picks up everything. One of the reasons why I bought a Shure SM57, it's a dynamic mic, is it? That just picks up what's in front of me rather than what's behind as well. It's not omnidirectional and it's dynamic, so it literally just picks up your voice. Otherwise, there'd be all kinds happening, as there was with me other mics that I've used in the past. Because not only am I a light and camera wanker, I'm also a mic wanker. I have got, I think, 4 pluggy-in mics. Yeah, 4 pluggy-in mics. 3 sets of lav mics. One of which was free with a camera, obviously. But yeah, I love me tech too much. Are we going to get to see the Steve-O video? We are. We're going to see a few things tonight. And none of it is going to go off in my hand, so don't worry about that. Our Jackie's very girly, she is. Party poppers that pop in the night was the first thing I thought of. Welcome to the house of fun. Now you've come of age. Can't get in a drink, no worries, mate. You've got a surround sound mic. A lot of them pick up absolutely everything, because they are designed to do so. You've got cardioid ones that will pick up a smallish pattern. Some that will pick up front and back. Some that are omnidirectional that pick up everything, which can be an absolute pain. A lot of lav mics do that as well. So if you want to go out for a bit of a wander in the open air, you can literally hear everything coming through on the mic, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Voice has changed since the old days. Definitely see the progress you've made, fella. Upwards and onwards. Thank you, Steve. I am more confident. I mean, this thing about being confident is a bit of a strange one, because I was one of the... Piggly Ding next. There we go. Got to be careful moving that glitter cannon so it doesn't go off half-cocked. Ali behind the bar, Piggly Ding. I was a really shy kid, and moving around all the time made me become a little bit more, I don't know, I put up a little bit of a shield between myself and other people, protective of who I was. So I used to do loads of voices and accents and things and pretend to be other people. And I've done it for so long and pretended to be confident that I am actually very, very confident in real life now. So the confidence coming back is just the dust coming off me that was put on by the stroke. What you start to see now is the real me, unfortunately. I do apologise. Kirsty, you need to get a new mic. Yeah, it's worth having a look what kind of mic that you need as well. I say I've got 3 different types of plug-in mics, 4 of them in total. This is about the best one I've got at the moment. The early ones, you can still see the wardrobe, which you can't do now. It seems to, isn't it in the background now? It's not as, I mean, that way you can still see it's bang right at you. That one just seems to fall into the background slightly. I think I've done well there. It might be on the wrong setting. It has 3. It's a blue snowball. Watch out for the polar pattern on them. You might have, there's a cardioid, supercardioid, and something else. You can even have a look on YouTube, will tell you which one to go for. One should pick up pretty much just what's between you and the mic. Other ones will pick up a bit more around you, and the other one will literally pick up absolutely everything. So you need to be careful with them. But yeah, a bit of messing around as well with the mics until you find the one that works best for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cider for our Steve. Proper. Are we talking about rough cider? Are we talking scrumpy rough cider? That cloudy, hazy stuff? Do you need to ask, Laz? Ali, do you? Bear's Paws is only about 3 months old. It is. Before that, it is just, I don't know, I don't even know what it was. It was just me pissing around, wasn't it? Now I've got something. Need a joust-proof mic. What's the letter behind Neverton? Neverlop. 100 never looked so good. That's off our Jackie, the banner. I couldn't light it up because if I did, the whole of the background would either disappear or would just be like it's on fire or something. But yeah, 100 never looked so good. And it fell down about 5 or 6 times. Difficult with one hand, but I managed it. Cocktail for Kirsty. What? Yeah, wireless and then wear it round the house so Joust and look at it going, you bastard. You bastard. Neverton, yeah. What is if I put that up? It did look a bit Neverton, that, doesn't it? Neverlop. Neverloo. I was defeated, you won the war. Ali's got a staff t-shirt on. Oh, brilliant. I should have put mine on really, shouldn't I? But instead, I am wearing the Reason the Rhyme shirt, which is the Spotify podcast, which will be making its way in a different format onto YouTube eventually, which means I can carry on using that because that is one of my favourite pictures that I've taken. That is exchange flags and Liverpool Town Hall. I have to walk through there, or I did every other day. Must be tea, has to be tea. Don't mind a flat cloudy cider. Foreigners will never know the beauty of beer that's not frozen till all the taste goes out of it. Kirsty, when you need food, let Kirsty know. Bucket for Mandy, of course. Picture from our alley, yes, of you wearing your staff t-shirt. Mrs. Sparkles, what would you like as well, of course? Must be 20 years this bank holiday weekend that you went to the Leeds Festival. Ooh. Had a pint of organic cider. You could taste colours and projectile puked. It might not have solely been the cider. Ooh. Up to near good, eh? Up to near good. Looking forward to the Reason the Rhyme on YouTube. So am I. I just need to record the bloody thing now. I've got a few ideas on how to start the first episode. But I need to do a little bit of running round and recording. It's not going to look the same. I'm not going to just sit here and go, hi, I like this. Ali sent the pic. Shall we see? Shall we see? She wasn't joking. She wasn't joking. There you go. There's our staff. There's our Ali. Fully staffed up. Brilliant. That's what you call really getting into the role. Tea for Laz and Sparkles. Lovely stuff. Tom, Mrs. Tom and Domingo, what would you like? And our Jinxie. Hit the like button, everyone, of course. Because I'm just so needy. A Jinxie Jungle Juice cocktail, of course, Ferrari. We need to sort this out. You have to send me again what the actual ingredients are for that. Message me them so I can copy and paste them onto a piece of paper and we'll put them up on the screen. Esther, you love that podcast? It is no more. Spotify and Anchor, as they used to be, have stopped doing the chat and music, so I can't do any more of them. Which I am gutted about. So it's going to have to move onto YouTube, and I can't put the music on because I will get copyright strikes. Oh, by the way, the copyright strike that I got when Steve told me last year, Aprilish, it said it was Camel Fat was the song. It said it was going to be all right. We're not going to take your money off you, but here's a warning. So I went back in anyway and AI'd it out. I have not got a strike for Saturday just gone. Nobody has picked me up on that. And you all heard the music when I was streaming from inside the ground, so it's all a bit weird. Why did the first one get done but the second one hasn't? Bizarro. Mondo Bizarro. Ali, don't be afraid to show your face, of course. Esther, what are you on? What are you having? Mandy hit the like button about 3 days ago, which is also very, very welcome, because that's the kind of thing that will tell Olga that this is a stream that people are waiting for. So it'll start pushing it to randoms, and that's what we want. A few more randoms as well to see what happens in a proper pub. Aperol Spritz for Mrs. Tom. Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Domingo sticks to water. And our Tomash was, a Jamison's and ginger. Lovely stuff. A cocktail board. We did have a cocktail board somewhere. There is one on there somewhere, but I think I've got rid of the link for it. But there is a cocktail board. It needs to be updated desperately. It needs a Jinxie Jungle Juice on there as well. Yeah, Ali's lovely face. We've all seen her face before. Normally, it's the last thing you ever see before the ping, isn't it? As front and to the side, or whatever it is, back and to the side. Good work on the strikelessness. I've done well there. Rossi will give us a strike for the use of his voice. Nobody could understand the bloody word Rossi was saying. We couldn't before, and also he's absolutely awful at pronouncing people's names. Don't know why they got him back. It's piss poor. Olga Rhythm, she's the one, the main woman. I was at the ground, and it's the rules for there that let you get away with it. I got a strike before last season because it was really loud coming through, and then this time round I've had nothing yet, but it might still happen. It was only Saturday after all, wasn't it? It was only yesterday. Pip, you were so pissed off after the West Ham game, you had to go back and watch my seething rant in the car just to feel a kindred spirit. See, this is what we have. This is an unwritten code between us men. You need to see someone else struggling just as much as you are to actually think, I'm not in this alone. Should have kept Moisey. Yeah, the Moisiah. A dark and stormy. Of course. Back and to the left, that's the one, isn't it? One of the lads in our work took the knock on a night out once, absolutely hammered, and give it one of them. And then, of course, we recorded him doing that and put the audio over from Oliver Stone's JFK. So him back and forward, back and to the left, back and to the left. Mark Harris, if you're watching, how you doing, bud? Someone explain why Crystal Palace goal was disallowed. I haven't even seen that. What was I doing earlier? I was doing something else, I think. Zero sound in the Bullens. Vague sense of him announcing their goals with too much cheer. He seemed too happy, didn't he? Lovely to be back announcing everything, getting swatted everywhere. Knobhead. Nice to see the yak. I had to explain as well to me ma earlier. She was watching Chelsea against City, and Micah Richards was on there. And I had to say to her, yesterday, I watched Yakubu take a penalty against Micah Richards and then Tony Bellew on the pitch. What? Yeah. Did I take any pics at the game? I took a couple, but not many because I was seething. I was too busy fuming. The fume was strong. Anything barbecued. Ooh. Bit of barbecue. VAR broken. Second screen still at Goodison. It's funny, that one as well, isn't it? The VAR screen was broken. Apparently, if you have a look on the ground, there was a suitcase with another screen in there that was working. No idea why it was working and the other one wasn't. It just appears that they're making these rules up as they go along. Colleagues and nicknames. Saw on Twitter someone had called their new workmate Firestick because he's a couple of minutes behind. Lovely stuff. Love those nicknames, the work nicknames. The Liverpool Dockers names are always good. Like the Diesel Fitter. Every time any clothing came in on the ships, Diesel fit our kid, Diesel fit me brother, Diesel fit me sister. Didn't get to see the United game. Are they still playing like donkeys? I didn't get to see too much of it myself. They looked okay from the bits I saw. Like, what was I doing? I was doing something else on Friday and I can't remember. What was it doing? What was on Friday? I have got no idea. I was doing something. We should, yeah, meeting up with Ali sometime. You know, Ashley Young should have retired last season. He should. He really should. And all the Aston Villa fans who were saying you've got yourself an absolute cracker there, we're talking absolute bollocks. We'd be better off going to the Championship and buying a fairly youngish actual fullback, a right back and a left back, because Mikalenko, if he gets injured, we're knackered. But seeing someone who's, how old's he now? 53 or something. He's older than me, Ashley Young. Seeing him twat about is just ridiculous. Now, Laz is a United fan as well, so you're not amongst yourself, as I said years ago. Yeah, one of my favourite things I've ever said, that. What I meant to say to me mate Ginge was, you're not alone in your thinking. And what came out after a few beers was, you're not amongst yourself. Which we've used ever since, I think, every time we see each other. I reckon we should get rid of him. You're not amongst yourself there, mate. Yawn, says Jinxie. I do apologise, of course. Fußball. Yeah. Laz lives in Manchester and is a United fan. It is not completely true what they say. There are plenty of United fans in Manchester, as there are plenty of Liverpool fans in Liverpool. Of course, if you go to the airport, you will see a ridiculous amount of flights coming in from all over Europe, but you know, there are still there. There's still been donkeys for a few seasons. Not sure what's going to happen with Ten Hag this season. He was on his way out and then managed to win the FA Cup, and then all of a sudden we'll give him another go. If he wasn't good enough, just winning a cup doesn't mean you're good enough, so I don't know why they did that, but there you go. We shall see. You shall see even. Bulmers for Connor, very nice. You think if you did a hat-trick double bet for Mbappe and Haaland every week, would it come in, and what odds do you think you get on that? I don't think the odds are going to be very, very high on that, to be honest with you. And it probably will come in at some point during the season. Don't think it's going to be astronomical. Don't we reckon? About 30 or 40 to 1, because they don't want you winning money, obviously, do they? Yeah, Spencer left you in the video to prove that you do live in Manchester and you are a United fan. Save it for City versus Everton, definitely. He will definitely get a hat-trick. So, Kirsty, some of the family support United and some are Liverpool. That's an interesting combination. Ajax for life for Esther. Inderdaad. Very interesting family get-together. I can imagine that one. United are becoming Ajax. They seem to be at the moment, don't they? Bit by bit. Whether they're buying players directly from there or buying ex-Ajax players. Bizarro. If the players are shite and lose, why do they blame the manager? Because, Jackie, a lot of the time it is the manager who is at fault. He dictates the style of play and the tactics, and he also decides who's playing. So, like for us last night, or yesterday rather, he picked Ashley Young at right back against Matoma as at the left winger for them, who is like shit off a stick, man. You couldn't catch him on a motorbike. So he picked an old man against him, which is stupid. And then after being sent off, not long after that, he brought on Mason Holgate. It was a red card waiting to happen. And he kept Michael Keane on there, who is definitely, absolutely 100% made of Jenga. So it's his fault. Strep Guardiola can go and fuck himself. I've had enough. Kirsty, your foot's feeling a bit better than earlier. Lovely, lovely stuff. Derby day in your house is fun. The missus supports City. Mixed marriage, eh? We're like that here. The entire family supports Everton apart from me ma, who's a red. And as she says, well, I'm the only one who's ever bloody happy. Fair enough. Women, know your limits. Managers often recruited the players. Yep. Easy to change one fella and his mates than a whole squad. Ajax are bad this year. They're not started too well, have they? Things get broken and there's fighting involved. You can't be doing that. Fisticuffs. Fisticuffs. Can't be doing that. Ajax won this weekend. They did. A very, very interesting penalty shootout win as well. I think the score at the end was 108 to 107 by the look of it. The comeback is on. The players on the pitch should know how to play. They do. But unfortunately, tactics really does come into it in football as well. And if a good manager is up against a piss poor manager, the good manager will normally win no matter how average his players are. Before he brought Holgate on, there was a message on paper passed along the back line which simply read, "Stop being shite." Hadewig, goedenavond. Happy 100th. Hadewig's now slightly confused. This is the 100th scheduled stream that I've done. So we have a little banner. 100 never looked so good. And we have... Oh, that one takes a bit more effort than that one. A zhuzh. And a glitter cannon, which is not going off in here, but may make an effort, and may make an appearance even in a video in the future. We shall see. We shall see. Be funny if it did go off though, wouldn't it? All vegetarian stuff, there you go. I have something in my hand to spray everywhere, courtesy of Jackie. That's getting a matron as well. $100 already. I know it's we're going back. It's 2 every week for a year, which is just insane. You'll have seen it at the start. You were there at the start as well, weren't you? Some of them early efforts at streams were very amateurish. Not that this is much better, like, but at least it does look a little bit better, I suppose. Laz, you don't have to eat. Just stay on the brew. Feels like yesterday we started, doesn't it? It has flown by, this. And where are we on? We're on the 18th, so in 12 days' time, it will be the 2nd anniversary of me having the stroke in the first place, which is also absolutely flown by. Jackie, did you get the remote control timer detonator glitter bomb? Oh, you evil sod. Don't be giving her ideas. You know full well she can get her hands on a remote control timer. Jesus. Come on. They do them in job lots over in Northern Ireland. Don't be doing that. Do it. Do it now. No. His sprinkler is in my hand. Ooh. A fish paella and a shellfish one. We've gone up market here, haven't we? Kirsty's really pulling the rabbits out the hat. Or the rabbits out the hole, I suppose, isn't it? Ali doesn't taste nice. Have you tried natural yogurt? I look so much better than when I started it. Thank you very much. I do. I think so. I never looked good to begin with, to be honest, but, you know, it's, I don't look as ill anymore. I looked really ill at the start, and I was struggling. At least now I'm a bit more sort of myself, sort of. Have I always had the rhythms of the stream? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? It wasn't there from the start, no. Little things like this have, I don't know, developed over the way. that to start off with, if I know what I need to start and I know what I need to finish with, the rest of the middle of it just takes care of itself, I find. So yeah, the little bits that seem to work better for me, I've kept in. And silly things like the bears, the haikus and things like that have come along. Have I sent? Oh, I haven't sent me other thing. I have to do that later. I'm just thinking about something else. Yeah, loads of things have developed over the streams. Things that people have mentioned have suddenly become part of it. And then it was mentioned by a few people on the stream that it needed a theme. Like, this all came from Dan, from his brew and bants that he used to do. Kev took it over with rum and rants. And then I started doing this, which is a similar kind of thing. People just getting together to have a little bit of a chat. And it was, someone said, why? Well, a few people said, why isn't it something? Why hasn't it got a name, or why hasn't it got a theme to it? So it become a pub. So as you can see, like Mandy said, this is only 3 months old. For the best part of 9 months, the streams never had any proper theme to them. Shellfish, fish sold selfishly on the seashore. Sure. You need to Google that. Write that down and Google it. Just Google it, will you? You call seals sea dogs. But that makes perfect sense, because if you see a seal, it does look like a dog of the sea. Steve, you're starting on Wednesday. I used to have to lift my left hand with my right. Whereas now, I still look a mess like when I do it, but getting there, aren't we? You enjoyed that? Hey, don't go changing, concluding the fuming stream. Someone mentioned that on here, but that is also something that we did in work. I used to try and get shouts going in work, some more successful than others, and it was with a very, very knowing grin. I'd look at the lads and go, what did we do? As we were walking out, stop, look back and go, hey, don't go changing. That's Modern Jazz was one of them as well. That never really took off. Yeah, I love that. The glorious seeing why your phone made a noise. It's pissing down near you tomorrow. You live in Manchester. Yeah, this is not news to you, is it, lads? Louise. A pint. Do you want to flirt with that, love? You want to cheers me on the bloody 100th? Brilliant. Definitely it's a pint, isn't it? You just put it in bulk, right? Codden. That's a phrase you've not heard in a long time. Is that one of these proper Irishy phrases? Lovely stuff. Yeah, it's developed out of all proportion, this, hasn't it? And there's definitely a rhythm to it. There never used to be. I did it as well, specifically with things like just checking the time there. Things like the haikus and kippers and what have you. That used to break up the stream. So when I was doing like 2-hour streams to begin with, I was panicking. How am I going to fill a 2-hour stream? I'll get to an hour. I'll do Jeff. I'll get to 1:15. I'll do kippers. I'll get to 1:30. I'll do Horace. And then I've only got half an hour to go to fill. And then I've done my stream. Now I can do 3 hours and then I forgot to do the other 3 things. So just, it's mad the way it works. But it's definitely, it's got a rhythm to it itself. The people who are in this, I think, are fantastic because you've all joined in and proper grabbed hold of what the intention of it is. So instead of panicking like I did to begin with and what I'm going to talk about, just press start and then we'll see what happens. And it always goes well. Means you're only joking. Naturellement, it does. Can't you want a drink or something to eat? You can have both. Louise, you want a cheese and ham toasty? Now you are talking. Has everybody, I'm asking the Brits more than anyone here, has everyone got a Breville toasty machine which is in the bottom drawer or behind the pans in the cupboard that you get out once every 3 years, and once you get it out you spend 2 days eating everything toasted and then it goes away for another 3 years? Kirsty, you started your lives used to these streams. That's lovely to know that. I started mine because of Dan's and Kev's, and then we're just passing the baton on, aren't we? And hopefully it's going well. Toasties are boss, aren't they? Managed to fill the streams quite well. Oh, thank you, Will. Appreciate that. We try. Well, actually, it's not even trying anymore. It was to begin with. It's not anymore. It's just people who are brilliant in the chat, and I can continue all night. I can go all night. No lava level tomato, definitely not. And even worse when you get the lava level tomato and there's a bit of skin stuck to it, which then sticks to you in your mouth and then burns you. What's the ambition for the next 100? To not have a stroke in between, I think. 2 cups of tea. Yorkshire, of course. Nobody takes it seriously. Exactly. It is just a laugh. It's a way of escaping, I think. 2 times a week. Just don't take things too seriously. There's enough of that going on anyway. Toasty Hawaii for Esther. Is the ham and pineapple? That would be absolutely mental. The pineapple would be so hot. No Tommy Artos. Who are United playing this weekend? I haven't seen the fixtures. I only know we're playing Spurs because you mentioned it earlier. It is just a bit of crack. That's all it is. A toasty with cheese and pineapple. Ananas is pineapple, of course, in Dutch. There's a few of us in here who know that. It's a great word, that. Ananas. I forgot to slange you for the drink. Got to be done. Threw it away years ago. You can make better in a pan. Do you make proper American style grilled cheese sandwiches? Breville's in the cupboard, a fucker of a thing to clean. Oh, you're using the crimpet device. Seals together sandwich thins, not the same, but easier. Switch to English autocorrect. Oh, you don't need to, it's alright. You want a United jersey? I'm sure we can sort one of them out for you. Yeah, Kirsty, we can see how much more confident you are on screen. Piggly ding, piggly ding. It helps, I think. It's bringing you out of yourself as well, which is always a good thing. Pineapple, yes. We know where you're at with the pineapple. Is it upside down by any chance? Yeah, we'll get the cheese and pineapple off the cocktail sticks formed into a hedgehog. We love them. We love 70s stuff. 100 long-form streams is bizarre. Who is he, Jeff? Who is he says Jeff, knobhead. Should do the Merseyrail fixture list booklet again. They should. I always had them. Kirsty gets scared every time you press the live button. I did, and look now, 100, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Oh, cheese and silver skin pickled onion, definitely. Oh, definitely. Love the 70s, that. Use your George Foreman to make a toasty. May as well. They're good for that, aren't they? Henrique, you're more fascinated by a cocktail stick hedgehog. They are so 70s in the UK. Get half a cabbage, cover it in tin foil, and then put little blocks of cheese and either pineapple or onion on sticks and dig it in there. So it looks like a hedgehog. Yeah, remember, Kirsty, we're already your friends. You don't need to impress anyone. You're just hanging out with people. And then you keep on doing that until the point where if randoms start coming into your streams, you're not asked. Just take it in your stride. It's easy. We do like it retro in the pause. We do. Ali, you bought a sandwich toaster last week in Lidl. Lovely stuff. Make sure you use it, because otherwise it'll just get thrown in the cupboard and that'll be the end of it. Is there a beige buffet? There should be a beige buffet. You are amongst friends. Right, who's going next behind the bar? Who fancies a shift? Loads of beige stuff, loads of beige. How do your idea of 1970s British food is so skewed? It is awful. British food nowadays is really nice. Tomash. Ali off. Tomash on. Peggy ding. Lovely stuff. Food is so much better now. We have a couple of videos to show. And how do we feel going on after Thomas? Lovely stuff. We're going to have to see a couple of things to begin with. We may have a few things here, but I really did appreciate this, so I hope you will as well.
Hi Nick, security here.
And your Norfolk correspondent.
Just wanted to congratulate you on the Centenary episode.
And here's to another 100.
You won't think we tried this before, would you? All the best, mate.
See
And
you
everyone
later.
else. Hi guys. Bye.
Bye.
Isn't that great? Security Steve and the Norfolk correspondent, who I think might be a future band. Keep an eye on these things. Isn't that wonderful? I really has appreciated that, mate. Both to yourself and to Helen. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. And also, Steve also sent another video which I'm going to play now as well because I thought it was fantastic. And we have more Helen action in this as well. Keep an ear out.
Welcome to Cromer.
The gem of the Norfolk coast. Oh, gem, sorry. Gem.
Enter. I can see the sea. Our high school.
Ooh. And a lorry.
Many years since we've been there. Helen is holding the camera by herself, so don't moan about it shaking. She's doing a fabulous job.
The Twin Towers.
Some fabulous architecture should come into Cromer. Proper Victorian. Tomorrow is the start of Cromer Carnival Week.
Carnival.
Easy, Tiger. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning, so it is fairly quiet. We're on our way to Sheringham to do a bit of shopping before the hordes arrive. pair. And that is the North Sea. The cold, cold North Sea. And this is the coast road. This will take you all the way through to Sunny Honey, Kings Lynn, all the way along the coast. Take you forever, but it is a lovely road. We're just going to show you up here because as it's Carnival week, they take up this car park with fairs and attractions. As you can see. And the big white tent here is the bear tent.
Carnival HQ. And there you have it.
See you later.
And there you go. That's Cromer. That's Norfolk. And that blue thing that you see, that is the actual North Sea. That's the thing that is Builder's T Brown when it hits a little bit further north. Isn't that lovely? I love stuff like that. We can see people's names in here all the time, but seeing the faces and hearing the voices and then seeing where people live, I think is a fantastic thing. So thanks for that to both Steve and Helen. Much appreciated. Anyone else wants to send a video in, please feel free. I'll show them. We do have a little bit later on as well from Ali, so watch this space as well. There will be more. Don't see the sea unless it's the canal or the Thames. Yep. Well, I've been down the beach here, haven't I? I have streamed for hours, tens of hours down there, and we haven't seen the sea yet. Steve goes out in the car for 27 seconds and the sea's there and it's blue and all kinds of stuff. Waiting for the chicken to cross the road. Why? Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. The same brown North Sea as in Scarbados. The very same. The very same. Only it's not looking very brown there, is it? It's looking Mediterranean blue. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Show the first one again. It's so nice.
Hi Nick, security here.
And your Norfolk correspondent.
Just wanted to congratulate you on the Centenary episode.
And here's to another 100.
You won't think we tried this before, would you? All the best, mate.
See
And
you
everyone
later.
else. Hi, guys. Bye.
Bye.
It's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. I really do appreciate that, Steve, Helen. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. What's your one? You forget, Ali, it was the cars. I managed to put a bit of music, a bit of AI music over it, which I've used in one of my videos as well, but just to make sure there wasn't any copyright strikes. Thankfully. Kirsty, you've booked your hotel in Venice by the beach. Oh, very nice. Scarbados is better than Blackpool. Watch this space when it comes to stuff like that, because there might be a video coming fairly soon about the British seaside. There's fireworks going off there. Is that for the 100th stream in North Wales? Mate, Steve, it's fantastic. I love it. I'd be doing this anyway, but the fact that people spend time with me, that's more than enough. And then when you go out the way and do what you've done, I just think it's fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, a lovely way to mark the 100th. North Wales setting up the fireworks for me. If I listen closely, save of it for next time. Already in your not suitable for public stay for the night. That sounds very comfy, that one, Hadvi. It is a fantastic beard, isn't it? That's what I think what the kids call strong beard action. I'll be happy to have one of them, but unfortunately I can only grow a homeless beard. I always look vaguely homeless. Mandy, is Mandy a Celtic fan? Mandy's not a fan of any football team. In fact, she despises football with a passion. A passion matched only by football fans' passion for their teams. Lovely, wasn't it, Jackie? I like that. Most men look better with a beard. I certainly would, because it covers more of my face, and the more of my face I can cover up, the better. It's in need of a trim. A bit of fettling. Do you oil it? You know what I mean? It must be great having a beard, a proper beard like that. One that when you're at work and there's something that you need to ponder over, you can give a good stroke. I can't. Again, I just look like I'm up to no good. Homeless guy's a bit looking confident, isn't he? You're a Celtic fan as well. Celtic and Man United. A heady combination. No clue for the fireworks. It's obviously if it's for me. Need some callbacks to previous shows for the anniversary, of course. My bucket hat is indeed petrol blue, as is the shirt. And the midlife crisis bangles, all in petrol blue. Kirsty, you still want to see Spencer or Daniel wearing a kilt? You want to see everyone wearing a bloody kilt? I haven't bought mine yet. You thought it was purple, not green, is what you mean. Mandy only watches football if the shorts are tight enough. And before you say anything, Mandy, you did ask me to zoom in last time I was at the ground when I was pointing at the pitch. Zoom in, go on, zoom in. Why didn't Spencer try a kilting on his trip? You would think he should have done, because it would have suited him. And especially if he let the mane down, shook his head and just William Wallaced his way all around Scotland, it'd have been sound. Do you get asked to play Santa at Christmas? Oh, heavy that, man. That's why Aussie football's superior. So that because the shorts are really tight, proper tight. I thought the shirt was pink. It was pink to begin with, a dusky pink. Then I dyed it petrol blue. When you're in work and you need to ponder, you have a fake comedy pipe. We all need a fake comedy pipe. Definitely. Why petrol blue? What was the petrol blue thing? Was it the Horace T-shirt? It might have been the Horace Sugar Skull. One of the T-shirts I've got is petrol blue, and everyone was saying it was black or grey or green or navy and all kinds of stuff. So then after that, everything became petrol blue, or petrol green or petrol pink. So it's a standing joke, that one. Was it the cushion? Was it the cushion? Yeah, the cushion. The T-shirt was then petrol blue, but the cushion was also petrol blue. And they said it was something else, I don't know, orange or something daft. It was like, it's not, it's fucking petrol blue. Steve comes with his own padding, bought and paid for. Also means you don't get cold during the winter. That's what that is. Have you seen the bullfights outfits? Those are tight. They have to be. You have to video that with the pipe, definitely. I am colourblind. Which colours? I don't see red. Now, I'm not. This lot of fucking colourblind. It was petrol blue. It's even written on the T-shirt, at least. That was written on the receipt for the said T-shirt. T-shirt in petrol blue. And I showed it and you all went, nah, it looks green. It's not green, it's petrol blue. The black hat looks navy. It is navy. Lots of my stuff's navy. You find a huge amount of my T-shirts are navy or like this charcoal grey. Because everything goes in the washing basket. Everything goes in the washing machine. Everything comes out and gets dried. No separating of colours and lights and darks. Everything's dark. Everything goes in the same fucking wash. Oh yeah, t-shirt. Maybe you are all colourblind and I'm the only one who isn't. Maybe I'm seeing at a different level. Should stop touching that really, shouldn't I? It's a massive light. Smack me in the head. A t-shirt, it looked black on the bed stream. Yeah, but it's actually petrol blue. Kirsty, you might be going to Ireland next year, but you'll be going to Mayo. No Mayo. We've had this on this stream before. Don't mention Mayo. Mandy is a wonderful historian. She knows these things. Doesn't help that my lights are multicoloured. Yeah, so everything looks a slightly different colour. Helen, I only see red when Everton are playing. I do actually. Same as Ashley Young. Sure it wasn't the brand name? No. It was definitely petrol blue, the colour. Although I am going to start a clothing brand called Petrol Blue and then confuse the hell out of everyone. Plenty of that in the car park. No need to travel for Mayo, you'll find it. The one making the label was colourblind as well. Well, I imagine that'd be fantastic. Who was it? Joe from Barrow Motors, Shifting Metal, his channel. He said he was having a trouble with a car that they bought and he couldn't work out why. Every time he tried to either tax it or find something out about it, it was wrong. Apparently he'd gone and got new number plates made for it, and the fella he gave the number plate to be made by was dyslexic, so he gave him the wrong fucking number plate back. So no matter what we tried, this like 2-litre BMW was coming back as a Ford Cougar or something. It's the wrong fucking car. Yeah. Yes. Fantastic videos, Helen. Much appreciated. Really is. It's fantastic, that. I actually feel really special when people do things like that for me, so it doesn't happen very often. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. There are people who can see in the UV spectrum. Mad. The human body is just insane, isn't it? Yes, definitely avoid the car park here. And no one coming in with black light eye visions. Have you baked today? The t-shirt I'm wearing now is a petrol green. It is petrol charcoal blue. Charcoal grey. Petrol grey is what it is. The less said about work, the better. Love your job, but you're finding it a struggle at the moment. Too much work, not enough time, as always. It's not black, it's charcoal grey. Black's darker than this, it's grey. And that's with proper lights on me, not even colour lights. Well, there's red coming in from that side, blue from that side, because, you know, we all need a good rim light, don't we? Can't beat a good rim. Like mantis shrimps. Did I see in UV? They are strange things, those mantis shrimps. Haven't they got the hardest punch in the animal kingdom? So like weight ratio. If you got in the way of one of them, it could do you serious damage. Even as a human, it could do. Cork is better than Mayo, but when your family lives in, or your family or friends live somewhere, you have to go and see them, don't you? I suppose. Mandy's got a great memory. She has. She writes everything down, that's why. Every time there's a look of panic in my eyes, I'll try and remember that. She writes it down. Not baked today, you might do some on Tuesday. It'll be worth the wait. Definitely worth the wait. Steve, you lucky sod. I was saying that I had a goo earlier. Doctor said I'll be alright if I have some natural yogurt on it. A banoffee goo, which was nice. Just on a tough run. You'll be right. You'll be right. Aye. Jinxie was daydreaming. What's the question? Was it black but I've washed it? No. I'd try not to buy black clothing. If I can buy charcoal grey, I will. In the same way that I try and buy stuff that's not complete. If you know what I mean. I've got a couple of things that are blue, but I'd rather them be navy. I've got things that are charcoal grey but not black. for things that are cream but not completely white. I don't know what it is. I think I might have a little bit of a problem with stuff like that. I just want it to be not 100%. I'd rather it just be knocked down a little bit. Mrs. Tom and Domingo are both frustrated with your working life. Helen, send pics. We need to see stuff like that. You have some apples to use up, so apple muffins and maybe some blueberry and lemon muffins. Oh. Insert Homer Simpson drooling gif. We love a good muffin here, we do. A bit of matron there. Kirsty's not baked yet. Not baked yet. She will be. Sounds so good. Almost makes you want to come over to try them. You should do. I bet you they're absolutely incredible. You're writing nothing down tonight. 100 streams, you're having a break. A well-deserved break as well. Charge. Pilot checklist. Laminate. Anything I can laminate has to be done. And of course we've got the autumn coming on, so I might start laminating dead leaves. See if that works. Might laminate dead leaves and send them out to people. See what they think. Jackie's got the munchies. Guess your mind's being slow at the moment. Yeah, you'll be alright. Pub, definitely pub. In Ireland, you have to do pub. Steve-O will send pictures, good, and I can then throw them on the screen. And then we can all salivate and then secretly seethe at Steve for being such a lucky sod. For marrying a domestic goddess, you jammy get. So apparently Ali and Kirsty found out that the Wild Rover Irish song, there's also a muff diving song to the same tune. Do we dare even ask how you found that out? What were you looking for? Or were you genuinely looking for that? Oh, harsh. Good, you think you're funny and laughing at yourself because we're laughing at you as well. That's disgraceful. Disgraceful behaviour. Musical chairs sitting next to all of you. Absolutely. If only you looked like Nigella. No. Too much hard work here. Don't think I'll be putting up with her. Doing the old, this is not just food, this is M&S food thing that she does, that stupid voice. Can you imagine coming home from a full day's work and have her pissing about in the kitchen? I've whipped the cream. Oh look, I've got cream all over my top. Just fucking get on with me dinner, will you? I'm starving here, girl. And put the kettle on. Get rid of the camera and things like that. It was from another Irish chap that informed you. That sounds very, very posh. That's the kind of thing that I would say when I pulled up at my house. I spoke to an Irish chap earlier. Where does it hurt, Tomash? Do you need a plaster? Hurts there, and there. Oh, I can tell what the problem is. You've broken your finger. Yeah, go on. Hope everyone here realises how much of what goes on here is thanks to our Mandy. Cheers, our Mandy, and keep it moving. It is. Mandy is a great help and always has been. Which I do appreciate. And occasionally when I need a bollocking or need someone to tell me, you said you were going to do this, she'll be the one to do it. And it is appreciated. Yeah, well said, Ali. Nigella should want to look like you, Helen. You look lovely. Exactly 100%. Oh, the heart is aching. A plaster wouldn't cover the wound you've made. Mandy does, she does. And has produced loads of things that appear on screen. Loads of things like the Pringles, the Jaffa cakes. We love the Jaffa cakes. The cheesy moments, the snacks, basically. Stuff like this has appeared because Mandy has kindly sent them through to me. So all this stuff that's on the screen now. It's down to our Mandy. That one was a particular favourite of hers. Don't know why, like, but yeah. So yeah, I do appreciate it as well. Thanking you very much. You've got the Irish Rover in your head now, have you, Connor? Thanks to our Ali. Maybe in the early days now, just give me a nudge. You know you don't. You do a lot more than that. You know you do. And it is very much appreciated. My PA, definitely. Jackie, if you watch Everton next match, would that help? It would help. You'd understand the pain. You'd also probably get halfway through it and think, these are shite. I know nothing about football and these are shite. Wouldn't wish the misery on it. Now all you need is the Mrs. Doyle, Father Ted in it. Maybe I like the misery. Sorry, I've just had a message from the fastest sperm. If you had a taxi company, what would you call it? Is that my daughter trying to say, oh, that's nice. Anyway, can I order a cab for later? She better not be, because she's in work early tomorrow. Shitbag. 7:45 in the morning, she's got to be there. No need for that. No need, man. What can you do to help heal your wound? Yeah, Mandy's a very, very loyal friend. He genuinely is. Right, anything more inventive than Dad's cabs? Oh, for fuck's sake. But a no nay never. Is that on the jukebox? The Bears Paws jukebox? Do we need to add that to the jukebox? Do we? Can I stop going? Sound like I'm in Morse code there, don't I? You're blushing, Mandy. Oh, well deserved though. Has around me settled now? When you say around me, my dad is still in hospital. Do you think it might be something a little bit more than what he thought it was to begin with? So he's having a scan tomorrow to see whether it's what they now think it is. Hopefully. He's looking a load better, so he might be home soon. We were hoping to be back before Monday, but obviously he's not. So, but he's in the right place. They're looking after him. My mum went to see him earlier on. He's moaning a bit more now, which is better for him. Moaning, get it out. I think he's just pissed off being in there because he's been in so much over the last 2 years. Just wants to be home. Sat on his chair moaning at the telly instead. He'll be back. Add it to the box, I will do. I will add that. In fact, I'm going to write that down now. Mandy, don't worry, I'll write this down. Right, that's getting added. As soon as we finish, I will add it. Lift up your skirts, no nay, never no more. Oh, hello, is that the B-side? Best wishes to the owl fella. Thank you very much. Cheers, Thomas. Cheers, Mandy. Cheers, Ali. He's doing all right. Just, I think he's annoyed. It might be he's had kidney and liver problems. He had the abscess on his liver. They think that might have possibly kicked off again. So he's going for his scan tomorrow. But it's just going to be another thing where he's on loads of antibiotics and what have you. So it's not like he's in there fighting for his life or anything. It's just he needs a little bit of help at the moment. Hugs. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. It's shit as well because his car's outside. Now, every time I come home, if his car's there, oh, well, piggly ding. Oh, my dad's home. Of course, his car's there. He's in the hospital. He's not home. So it's annoying, but as long as he's all right, that's the main thing. If you have to spend 6 months in hospital to be all right for the next 5 or 6 years, you know what I mean? It's not too bad, is it? Anyway, who was next? Who was next? I forgot who did I say was on the next behind the bar? Shit, who was next? Can I find them? Can I go back? Can I? Right, it was Hadavik, then it was Jackie, right? Because we're piggly dinged, so. Hadavik is behind the bar. Then Jinxie. Yep. I need to write these things down in order, don't I? Because obviously it'll be there, and then 10 minutes later there's been about another 600 messages between them. What's been your favourite stream moment? You'd love watching it develop. Hitting the 3,000 hours was special. It was. It was a nice thing to happen there. Miles away from hitting 4,000 now, because every time I had 25, 24 come off from last year. It's just mad. So I expect to see me a load more. Just for the probably next month or so. As soon as you hit 4,000, I'll calm down. I promise. I promise. Well, I promise-ish. Anything more inventive than Dad's Cabs? What else could I call it? What's the name of cabs companies? They're normally shit, aren't they? Although we had one when we first moved to Southport, it was called All Whites, because all the cabs were white. I think it was a play on the fact that black cabs are black cabs. These are all whites. Seemed a bit weird. Oh, hang on. You did suggest a laminated bar staff rotor. Sometimes it falls on deaf ears. Sometimes you say something and I go, yeah, I'm going to sort that later. And then 3 weeks afterwards, was I supposed to do something? That's why you have to remind me of loads of stuff, because it goes in one ear, tinkles around for a while, and then falls out the other side as something completely different. And I should have remembered that, because it involved laminating. I love laminating. Fucking hell, you think I'm daft or something? I've just said it. Does she think I'm daft or something? Can't I remember to pick it up in the morning when I've just said that I couldn't remember stuff? $7:45 in the AM. You can hear the disappointment in the message. I'm not surprised. Cab firm name should start with a 1, so it's first in the phone list. Good thinking. Yep. Yo, G. What up, my G? Jessica Ashcroft. The person who tells me that she is my child. I still don't believe her, to be honest with you. I think she's just a parasite, bleeding me dry. It's exasperation. It's not my fault, it's explodey brain. Did I get away with that? Oh, Jess, by the way. Confetti cannon. Oh, it's confetti, it's not glitter. Or it's confetti also. Oh, do you know what? We'll open one of them outside and see what it's like. If it's not glitter, it's confetti. We might be all right. Jess, that might get opened in the car one day while you're in it. That's not very nice. You're not very nice. You horrific child. Thursday night. I'd picked her. I'd been up at 7 o'clock on Thursday morning to go to bed, to go and pick her up and take her to work. And then she went and got her exam results and went out on the ale with her mates. I had to pick her up at 2:30 in the morning and then get up at 7 the following morning to take her back to bloody work. And I had to ring her to make sure she was awake because, oh, now I'm awake. She was tired. Jess, if pains in the arse had pains in the arse, she'd be a pain in the arse. Yes, our Jess done very well with her exam results. Also yesterday, Jess, when I stopped to answer the phone call or to call you back, it didn't stay on the stream. It noped the stream for about 20 minutes. And then as soon as you got off, it started up again. So now we know that. You're tired every day. I'm not surprised. You're up till stupid o'clock in the morning. And then you're up at stupid o'clock in the morning. Dad's missing 5 o'clock taxi dadding. He is not missing 5 o'clock taxi dadding at all. Taxi firm is Z Cars, by the way. Oh, by the way, Talking Pictures TV on Sky, channel 328, which shows loads of old films and loads of old series and that, is just about to start showing Z Cars again. So every time there's an advert for it or every time an episode starts, everyone checks the phone because every Blues got the Z Cars as the fucking ringtone. Well, I haven't. Mine's always on silent. And it's also Fool's Gold by Stone Roses. That's my ringtone, to be honest. Casper, home after a 12-hour drive home from Sweden. It doesn't look that far, but it must be a ridiculous drive, that. Had a good week. Very nice. Jess, you are off. Cheers for the hospitality. You are off. Bye-bye. Be awake in the morning, you absolute knob, right? Do not be getting up 5 minutes before we have to leave going, oh, all right, Dad, I was awake. You weren't awake. Get up. When you wake, get up. Otherwise, I will sell you into slavery in Azerbaijan. A to Z Cars, maybe? Could be. Begins with A. That's got to be high up there, doesn't it? Very good, very good. Yes, well done, Jess, on your results. We're proud of you. We've never told you, but, we are proud of you. Look after the old man. Not a chance. I still have to look after her, despite the fact that she's now officially an adult. And she doesn't even live with me. Dad, how much? Dad, how far? Dad. Cars by Gareth Newman, Boss tune. As seen in The Mighty Boosh, of course, if you watch the Tundra episode. With the polar bear. Hold me. Do you say hold me? It was cold in the mornings up there. Only 18C at noon and 8 to 10C in the mornings. Bit chilly. Same here though, I think, to be honest with you. if that. Although no, 8 to 10 is a bit low, isn't it? It's been about 12 degrees of a morning. I'm still wearing shorts when I get in the car of a morning though, so it can't be that bloody cold. One of the first singles you bought. What a fantastic song as well. It still sounds as good today as it did back then, didn't it? There was a good documentary about him on Sky Arts not too long ago. It'll be back on at some point. Well worth watching. He's had a very interesting life as our Gary. I like a lot of his new stuff as well, or newer stuff. He's been doing it for 20 years or so. A lot of the more industrial 9 Inch Nails style music, who Trent Reznor says he's very, very heavily influenced by. Some trees have started to turn orange already. Autumn is just round the corner up in Sweden. Can't remember your first single, Mandy. Seriously, I thought that was something that all of us of sort of our generation could remember. I bought 2 on the same day, which were Shut Up by Madness and It's Gonna Happen by the Undertones. And I loved 79p each, I think they were, in Woolworths in Eston in Middlesbrough. That might appear in the Reason the Rhyme rather, on video-ish soon. When are we seeing Ali's video? We're going to see it soon. In fact, very soon. Very, very soon. What was the first record you bought? Yours was Nena, 99 Red Balloons, 99 Luftballon. How old are you? What? That was way after. That's not too bad, that 99 Red Balloons. That's sound. I don't worry about that. Ali, you've never bought a record and you ain't no friend of mine. Is that Elvis, isn't it? Kirsty, you're off, your mate's popped up. No worries. You do love that song. You'd like to say Wuthering Heights, but you're not sure. It does sound like a good first single to buy, that. Jinxie, you can't remember either. Come on, not like, I mean, one of the first ones was the Undertones, proper Northern Ireland. You didn't get Alternative Ulster or something like that by Stiff Little Fingers. Can't remember either. Louise, yours was You're the One That I Want, which, if you sing that and change the words to You're the Wizard of Oz, you are the Wizard of, works much better. Tomash, yours might have been Do the Bartman on cassette. Controversial. But, yeah, go on. Right, anyway, yeah. Come on, let's have a look at Ali's video as well. I've had to put music over it, so it's not the music that was there, but we won't get a strike for it because it's AI, okay? Here we go. Work. Oh, why hasn't that worked? Give me a second. Buttons have been pressed. Buttons have been pressed. Buttons might not have been pressed correctly. Try again. I'm sure this was working earlier. In fact, it was. I know it was. Well, there you go. Awfully, man. Some lovely looking cars there. The Mark IV Cortina is one that's caught my eye. One my uncle used to have one, and I thought it was a massive car. And then one was behind me not too long ago, and it was tiny compared to even super minis nowadays look huge compared to them. Yeah, some proper old school stuff in there like that. We've looked at the awful yellow pages. We have gone up with some very fine guest houses in the town, really are. Nice blue on that Jag. Well said. Yep. Could have at least covered it with river dancing music. I wonder if he could do river dancing music. I thought with it being engines, it needs to be something quite driving and pumping, you know. Yeah, cheers, Ali. Much appreciated. Sorry it's taken so long to do. I've had all kinds of issues video-wise. It's been a pain in the arse trying to do stuff, but fantastic. It was a new route they used to go up further, but changed because of the money, obviously. It's all about money, 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 isn't it? Nice seeing all the old bangers it is. It's lovely seeing older cars now. I was talking to my dad about it. When I was young, an MGB was a classic car. Now his 1995 Ford Mondeo is a classic car. It's like, it's not the same anymore. They've made cars so generic that they don't really look classic. There's very few cars from the 90s through to the 2000s that you can even say will look classic. Maybe stuff like a Peugeot 206 or something like that, but too many generic looking cars, unfortunately. Nice to see your front row in the open as opposed to the window of the school book repository behind some boxes. Yes. Looking through the crosshairs at another victim as Louise is at home counting the money, making sure it's gone out. We see you. This was the 59th year of it. That's not bad at all, that is it? It's a long time to be going. Stuff like that needs to carry on. Needs to carry on. Mandy's been behind the bar, she has. And she could also remember when the steam engines were new. She's got an autograph Bible, all that stuff. Just after your shower, then you'll be back. No worries, Connor, no worries, mate. I think I forgot to do something. So there won't be any kippers. But it is Sunday, so we're going to have Jeff anyway. See what Jeff has got to say for himself. My century was better. I didn't realise he played for England. And I took a fifer. Bloody hell, he did as well. Imagine that coming bowling towards you. Your arse would go, wouldn't it? I will destroy your celebrations. Jeff, you absolute throbber. No need for him at all, is there?
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's there.
Oh, Ali's back up. No, she isn't. And there. Stop it. Stop it. What are they doing? This is the problem. I haven't sorted it out, have I? Obviously. Amateur hour for 100. If you're going to press buttons, it's today, isn't it? just an awfully traffic jam for the summer holidays. That now is a traffic. Is that how it started? It was just a traffic jam and people came out of their houses, and now all of a sudden it's this big thing. President came down to speak when it was the 50th year. Ooh, nice. Oh, them cars can't be 59 years old. No. Are they all covered in mayo as well? Look like fun. More people than you've seen all week, Casper. Quiet up there, I take it then. Mandy only goes behind the bar if she really has to. But we'll do it though, you know. There's no, I'm not having that, I'm not going. No kippers, shocking. Shocking. Looks like fun. More people than you've seen all week, yeah. That seems like me here as well, because it's been really quiet round here for a change. The American president, that president. It's a festival run for the week. This parade's on a Sunday, aren't it? 4 lions on his shirt. Yes, great film, by the way. You're one, Mickey D. The Irish president, is it Mickey D? Yep. Mandy and Steve are special. They don't do bar work. No. Other work needs to be done. Bit of Sean. Yeah, but no one's levelled up tonight, have they? Otherwise Sean would be there. Did he bring the dogs? Oh, I love dogs. Mandy is bar manager and Steve is security. Steve is there, just above now serving. There's a few more videos, but that is for like Soapbox Derby. Nice. Real throwback to the first streams. I didn't have buttons to press then either. I've got loads of buttons now. A plethora of buttons. And I still get them wrong. Says Neverton on the banner. You reckon Jackie has designed it so? We see you, Jinxter. Who is he, Jeff? Who is he? Don't be starting that. Coming round here, causing kerfuffles. Did I even send that to myself earlier? This is how piss poor this is. Kippers, yes, it's there. It's there. Wonder if I could do this on the fly. I wonder. I wow, wonder why. Right, I'm going to do this. It's going to go blank for about half a minute. So.
But Kipper's Vindaloo.
No, it's not.
Can't be good
It's
for
not.
you.
It's not. Just give me a sec. It's not yet. It's not. Do you know what, balls to it? It is now. It's happening now. Sneak peek at Southport Flower Show's 100th birthday celebrations. Southport Flower Show is preparing for its centenary celebration in Victoria Park from Thursday, August the 15th until today, Sunday, August the 18th, taking place each day between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Guests can enjoy endless floral displays, show gardens, a shopping village, cookery demonstrations, live music and entertainment. It's all about the Centenary in Southport.
Hoo-yah!
It is. All of us are 100 here now. Ask the other coach lady. Are you in the cloakroom? Jinxie's the psycho. As the cloakroom assistant extraordinaire. There you go. Don't know how to spell the word for someone who predicts the future. I knew you were going to say that. Love it when I panic. I never panic-ish. Endless floral displays. If you've been to the flower show in Southport, you'll know. It's I think it's one of the biggest in the country. I think only Chelsea is bigger than it. Otherwise, it is an absolutely incredible thing. And normally, so I moved here 33 years ago, and we got told as soon as it's the flower show weekend, it will rain. Bollocks, of course it won't. End of August, it'll be lovely. Every single flower show it rains, and it has done here over the last few days. It is just a thing that happens. You'd love that. It's boss. If you're ever in the northwest, have a go. It's great. Kippers did arrive. I managed to almost style that one out while I was looking for it. Be prepared, folks. Be prepared. Piggly ding next. So Haddock's job is done. Jinxie, get your ass down the bar, girl. The finest Southport Centenary since Keaton Jennings a few weeks ago. Clairvoyant, I know her. The word begins with P. A pissing clairvoyant. You love flowers and testing people cooking. You'd love it then. It's the kind of thing it'd be right up your alley. Piss kick. Yeah, the piss kick. What did you miss? You had to correct a complaint about your gaming tendencies with your 6-year-old. He has a chance next time. No chance. Sweep the leg, no mercy. Psychic, but you went far wrong the first time. Psychic, yeah. That's the one. Piss kick. Which, of course, is off Phoenix Night, isn't it? You knew it's what she was thinking. It's almost as if you were. Yeah, you missed R. Ali's video. What else? Loads of stuff must have happened. Must have done. One thing you haven't missed, which I'll do now to make sure you at least see something, is... Can't argue with that. Psychic about Neverton. You knew because you ordered it and it arrived before the game even started, and then what happened? Never tonned. We never tonned. Did you see Steve and Helen? Steve and Helen have appeared on the stream. Just relentless. They kept coming all shapes and sizes, and Ali taking them all in. She did. Ali wants a mocktail. Oh, Pokemon card game, and you do double damage to him. Kicked his ass 2 games in a row. Him and Mrs. said you had to build a different deck. Oh man, that's terrible. That's a life lesson, that, isn't it? Being beaten. My dad used to beat me heavily at absolutely everything. We had a table tennis table in the loft in Holland. And not only did he beat me using the paddle, which sounds worse than it actually is, he then used a dessert spoon and still beat me. I was crying apparently. He's got to learn. You play Horace again. Oh. Okay. Horace. There you go. And you missed Steve and Helen, so...
Hi Nick, security here.
And your Norfolk correspondent.
Just wanted to congratulate you on the Centenary episode.
And here's to another 100.
You won't think we tried this before, would you? All the best, mate.
See
And
you
everyone
later.
else. Hi, guys. Bye.
Bye.
How fantastic is that? Genuinely, how fantastic is that? Absolutely love it. Yeah, and Mandy, are you not watching every second and giving it your undivided attention? Apart from the fact that you're normally sitting there with a pen and paper writing down everything I ask you to do so. That'll be why. A dessert spoon, yes. He also put the paddle in his fly of his jeans and beat me using that as well. Because he's a horrible, horrible bastard. And also an incredibly talented, lucky, talented bastard. Brilliant at every sport. He's an athlete, a swimmer, a triple jumper. A footballer who made it to the top of the tree. Beating me heavily. Bastard. First game wasn't just a loss, it was over before it began. A life's lesson. It is a life's lesson to learn. Your mum thinks you're great and you'll do anything you want. I'm here to teach you life isn't like that. Get here. Always comes in handy for dogging food. Always goes down well. Yeah, isn't it fantastic? I love it. Definitely worth a replay. Loving us. No one's ranked up on the 100th. I know it's horrible, isn't it? How have we let this happen? How can this happen? And Sean's actually been on as well. Sean Ryder in the area. How could this happen? I was thinking of getting his audio book, Sean Ryder, but I can imagine it just being, we formed a band and then it was last week, because I can't remember anything in between at all. Yeah, not through lack of trying. Got to keep on typing. Absolutely. It does help. Genuinely, it does tickle the Olga. She loves it. It's our Olga's kink, I think. A kink, you think? Keep going till someone levels up. Yeah. Someone will. I mean, come on. Although everyone's been to so many of these that they're all really high up on the Botrix list, aren't they? That well down went. That went down well. Balls, I'll have to stay there. Helen should level up. She should do. Definitely. Oh, well, what's happened here? Does Olga listen in? She does. She pays a lot of attention as well. It's on there. It says from the 19th to the 23rd there'll be no support due to staff vacations, but apart from that, it's working. Rope for luck, put that in the dookie. I think it's in there. If not, it should be. If it isn't, it will be. Resent me the videos. They'll need AI music to go over, but no worries. I will get that sorted this week, Ali. Olga's having a night off. She shouldn't be. Who said she could have a night off, Olga? Olga, by the way, is also flame-haired. Less chats needed. Yeah, will be. Yeah. We got told to start a band and just robbed label and got wrecked. The Happy Monday story. Today I've got some incredibly odd stories. Didn't he hire a Jeep when you were over in the Caribbean recording Yes Please and sold it? Just sold a hired Jeep and then spent the money on things that go in pipes. Mental. But if you're going to do the whole rock and roll story, Sean and Bez proper did it, didn't he? Not all of you, because you got stuck on level 10 for a year. Louise, I know it's bizarre, that. It is bizarre. I'll check now and see what level you're on, Louise. Apparently you're on level 10. What? Jinxie's been on level 19 twice. Thomas was on one of the levels twice as well. I don't know, it's weird. Some slight anger. There is a slight amount of anger, and well deserved, I think, Louise, isn't it? Well deserved. What's the name of the cat you're painting tomorrow? Algorithm is YouTube, Botrix isn't. No. But putting messages in the chat does tickle Olga as well. The more you do it, the more the stream gets pushed onto the front page, which is very good. And it makes people think that it's a decent stream that people are interested in, therefore we will push it to all and sundry, who then get confused. Not bitter at all. Louise, you'd have every single right to be, though. Genuinely, I would be. What do you paint, lads, apart from cats? And you have to watch one of his streams, man. Oh. There's loads of us that fall asleep watching him because it's all so relaxed. It's mad. Before anyone asks, Mandy, stop keeping track of levels. What's a level? Levels. Quite rightly so as well, because it makes no sense. It'll work well one day, it'll work bloody awful the next. It's bizarre. But we're in now. We're in there. We're so far into Botrix that there's no getting out. We're deep in the Botrix. Holy free holy. That is still face meltingly hot. I made it 5 hours ago and left it open as well. It shouldn't be as hot as it is. Yeah, Monday's convinced the label to send them to Smack Heaven. They sold everything they could and blew it on, well, yeah. Have a guess what? Ransomed the lyrics that hadn't been written. It was Yes Please, wasn't it, the album? I'm sure that's what it was. And they went there and just chaos. They should have just put them somewhere. Rockfield, is it, in North Wales? Should have just sent them there. It's a farm. We'll send someone with you to make sure that you don't get out. There's a pub down the road. That's about it. That's as far as you can go. No. Don't send them to the Caribbean. What a mad band. And then turning up at Ellen Road, of all places, to do a live gig that was recorded. You man, you man, you. Don't be shouting that in the middle of Leeds. Mind you, got away with it because they were all there to see the Mondays. Tune it up, Simon, you rasta. I've still got that album somewhere. The Live at Ellen Road album. On CD, I think. I will have to see if I can find it. 80 names on the list. Lars paints Warhammer models mostly and other things like or related. Yep. He does. And it is so relaxing to watch it. It's absolutely amazing. There's a list. Helen, there's a Botrix list. There's 80 people in a league table, starting with Mandy at the top, obviously, because she's been to every bloody stream, and then working its way down to people that just have randomly jumped in. Like I say, when YouTube decides to put this on the homepage or suggest it to people, people do occasionally jump on, have a quick look and think, this is weird. So they might occasionally send a message, what is all this about? And then when we explain it, they disappear. So yeah, there's about 80 names of people who've watched and commented. Also talk complete and utter crap while you're doing it. You don't, it's sound. You always learn something. It's always nice and relaxed, chilled. It's a good stream. It's what streams were invented for, to be honest with you. It's a little bit of escape. Was it Oasis that confused the fans by having a gig at Old Trafford Cricket Ground? I think they did, didn't they? And everyone turned up at the wrong Old Trafford. Botrix list, anyone who chats on any live stream goes on it. They do. Ali also talks shite in the chat. You don't. We're all sound. You're all on a list for being here, but it's a nice list. Steve, you fell asleep last night watching some fella squid fishing in a boat off Portsmouth. See, that's why I love YouTube for stuff like that. Just for some of the more random things. And stuff that you wouldn't expect to enjoy, or stuff you wouldn't expect to be, I don't know, relaxing. How do you relax watching some of the stuff that you watch? You just do because it's good stuff. But yeah, squid fishing or Laz painting models, I'm not going to enjoy that, and then 3 hours later I'm still there watching it and then trying not to fall asleep because it's so relaxing. It's brilliant. Should be more of that. YouTube should have far more of that. No more Mr. Beasts. More squid fishing. Oh, Helen, you are working tomorrow, but you've got Tuesday and Wednesday off to recover. Well deserved. Well deserved. We all talk shite on here. We do. That's why we get on so well. We're all in the same place. Enjoy your days off. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have somewhere, haven't I? I wonder, can I put it in the chat? I can't I? I think. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Hang on, where we are. Hang on. This is the one, as the Stone Roses once sang. There you go. If you click on that, and don't sign in, it'll ask you to sign in, but don't. Just click on it and scroll down. You'll see all the names that are on there and how many people there are, how many points they've got, what levels they're on. Do you find it difficult to work one day and then off, work then off? I think I would do. Definitely. Just do a block and then off and I'm alright, but that on, off, I'd struggle with that. Ali, you talking in the chat helps the stream because it lets us talk more. And also because of how do we now use the ASMR hashtag. Definitely it's well worth it because it's so relaxed. People will tune in just to chill out. Perfect. After the cats, what's the crack? Don't be painting the crack. Ah, Jesus. Seth was in earlier. And you'd have to leave to get it. Nobody's. There you go. It's in there. It's there. You know, we don't mind it. You work 3 long days each week, so it's not too bad. It's dealing with it. Some people deal better with, as I say, just a block of work and then time off at the beginning and the end of it. But clicked, but it asked you to sign in. You don't need to sign in, just scroll down. If I try and do it myself here now. It looks like that. Sign in with, enter with YouTube, sign in to see your posts. You don't need to. If you look underneath it, you can see Mandy's name. And all you do, is just scroll. And then you end up with Mandy, 11,468 messages on level 33. Has watched for 11 days, 7 hours and 0 minutes. Ali's on second. 8,593 messages. Level 29. 6 days, 15 hours, 45 minutes. Kirsty's in 3. Steve's in number 4. 6,076 messages. 7 days, 15 hours and 50 minutes. That's a combined watch hours. That is ridiculous, the amount of time people have spent. Hedwig in 5. Jinxie in 6. I mean, there's Thomas is up to 9. Louise in 10. You're all there, but I don't know why it's not working at the moment. Turn the screen sideways. Change it to English, it's in Spanish. Botrix is either Spanish or South American, by the way. Jack, you'd find it hard. You'd rather work your days than off. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, let's have a look. Maybe the Space Marines need finishing so you can play against the bugs and a showcase for the completed Necrons before they go home. Yep, have a go. You could see it. Good stuff. 4th, just outside the podium. Steve, you're always here, though. You know what I mean? You're always here. Just not as chatty as some of the other people. Not mentioning names. But it's on there on that link anyway, so you can see just how many people are there. It is quite strange knowing that many people have been in. Yeah, 83 there is on there now. Phone in landscape, it's all on one line. I would have to then mess around with my phone and allow it to rotate because I don't have it locked. Not always best to come first, definitely not. It's mad, every message you send you earn 10 XP, every 5 minutes of viewing you earn 5 points. Just the amount of numbers is ridiculous on there. You can stop coming, you know, Nicolas. You wouldn't though, would you? Because, like everyone, when you're number 1, top of the heap, top of the list, you want to stay there. We're all like that. The competitive nature of humans. But it absolutely blows me away when I see the amount of time people have spent just on this stream. It is insane. And I don't even think Botrix has been there all the way through, so it's still absolutely incredible. Of all those hours you've watched it, I wonder if you can tell you how many hours you've been asleep. That'll be the next update on the app. Yeah, Mandy, we appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who comes, everyone who spends time out of their busy days to come and hang out here. It is very much appreciated. It is a community, a genuine community, so it's boss. Yeah, Manny, where would you go? Off gallivanting with other streams, I suppose. There's nowhere else like this, and you know it. We are a Juanoff. The Juan and only. But Bottrix, I think, must be having a bit of a night off. Otherwise, it would have happened by now, wouldn't it? Something must have happened by now. Actually, it doesn't bother you in the same way you're not into sport, you're not competitive. Yeah. Unless someone started getting closer and closer, at which point, oh, bollocks, have to start messaging. Human nature, man. Human nature. Ali, you're not competitive either. So much better for you than EastEnders or Emmerdale or indeed Enschede. I haven't even seen it. How did we get on this week? Did we play this weekend? I ain't even looked, bruv. I ain't even looked. (1-1) against Sparta Rotterdam. I don't know. Is that good or bad? Well, in 7th place anyway. 1 win, 1 draw. Could be worse. You're only here because there's no Brookside. Shut it soft, lad. Poor old Dean Sullivan died, didn't he? Not that long ago. Jimmy Corkill. He came in the old bank on James Street a while ago when I was in there, wearing some very, very exceptionally outlandish clothing, including a fedora. I think the fedora might have been pink. He was a lot more camp in real life than he was on TV. But everyone that was in there just knew it was Jimmy Corkill, so he was wasn't hassled, but everyone was, as they're walking past, just letting on to him, a little bit of a nod. Alright, Jim. Brookie, you need to bring it back, man. There's some exceptionally strange storylines in there. That's Phil Redmond for you. The fella who did Grange Hill also did Brookside. It's got to be an exclusively Scouse skill, letting on. I think it is. Other places might do it, but not in the same way. You can actually read into it. There's a whole level of letting on as well, isn't he? It's happening, lad. Zamo, yeah. Zamo. Is Brookside where the two from the royal family are in? It is indeed. They were married in that, which is why I think they end up being taken as a couple into the royal family, because Carolina Hearn and Craig Cash loved them in that particular show. And when they were writing it, they went, what we need to do is get someone like Sue Johnson and Ricky Tomlinson. And then must have thought to themselves, why do we get someone like them? Why not just get them two instead? So they did. Plenty of letting on yesterday. Lovely to see the returning season ticket neighbours. Absolutely. Lots of nods across 20 or 30 yards to people and shaking hands with the people around us. Done from love. Yeah, Amandi's not really soaps. Doesn't come across soapy, so to speak. Great stuff. It is, I think, and it worked perfectly for the royal family. Despite the fact that it was set in Manchester and everyone was in it that was a Manc, apart from the mum and dad were from Liverpool and, like I said, Twiggy. But it works perfectly because You can imagine families doing that. We've had to leave Liverpool to go to Manchester because something's gone on. Let's go and have a family there instead. Love to take the mick. Of course, that's what we do. It's what families do, man. Hated the royal family. It was like a camera in your living room growing up. It was way too close. It was. It's same for us as well. It's scarily far too close. And the fact that every single person in the north is looking at it going, I know every single character in here. Not just the family. Everyone who knocks on the door. Everyone who comes in the back kitchen. I know every single one of them. It is far too close. Mandy gives as good as she gets. She does. It's to be expected. Yeah, no one listens anymore. We just complain. When people complain, you go, all right, yeah, sound, get on with it. Yeah, Ellen, give Steve a playful dig in the ribs off our Mandy. Just bang. Oh, we've just piggly dinged. Time we on. The jukebox has gremlins in it. There's lots of gremlins today, isn't there? There we go, a little bit of the Beatles. And I'll jump behind for the last little bit. The Beatles. A nice little beat combo from Merseyside who, watch out for them, they could be big. And we're talking Russ Abbott big. Connie, you want to drink? What are you having, mate? I'll be doing the serving now. Nothing Playing supported 8 Mile Radius in Montreal in 73. They did. If you ever get together, you'll be chatting to everybody. Everybody will be chatting to everyone. It was so close. You knew the off-screen characters and the estate just over. It was the Chatfield estate. It's too close because they knew the place inside out. Not just Manchester, but the whole of the Northwest is exactly the same, isn't it? We'll argue and moan and fight amongst ourselves, but at the end of the day, the places are exactly the same. Helen's just proper slapped our Steve on Mandy's behalf. There you go. Lesson learned, salutary lesson learned. Don't pick on the cheekers. They all stick together. Says our Ali. Connie, you want a Bullman's? No problem, mate. On its way. Yeah, it's good having Helen in the chat as well, isn't it? Always good. Never heard of them, Ali. You've never heard of them. What? They've got a song on my channel. There's an actual song on there. Well, there's loads of songs on there, isn't there? Getting henpecked live on the internet. It's what it's about, Steve, man. It's what it's all about. Live henpecking. On Sky Sports. You know what? They're going to do it at some point, aren't they? The 100's just finished tonight, so there's got to be something to replace the cricket. What's going to be on? Live henpecking. Sky Sports action. 7 o'clock Thursday evening. Saw a Russ Abbott sketch recently where he played someone with a hearing impairment on Mastermind. First question, when a conviction is overturned, it can be known as a what? Pardon? Correct. Yep. Oh, thank you, Ali. Yes. I haven't got the things to hand, have I? Being on the Canberra. Some funny stuff back then, even from people that you wouldn't expect to be funny. There was a brilliant cannon and ball sketch set on an airplane, and it was all physical comedy, very few lines if any, and it was just loads of physical stuff, and they were brilliant. The timing was impeccable. It's on YouTube somewhere. You'd expect them to be full of corny working men's clubs one-liners, but it wasn't. They could do other things as well. I loved Cannon and Ball growing up. Maybe replace the 100 with actual proper legitimate cricket. Amen, brah. Amen. They should do. I think it's got its place if we're trying to grab more people's attention and get them involved in cricket. But if we're playing the Blast, the 100, and people are flying around the world playing franchise cricket to the detriment of test matches, they're going about it all the wrong way, because test cricket... Oops, hang on 1 second. Test cricket is something spectacular, and if it's lost, it will be an awful thing to happen. I should be treating you all to a bit of fizz. Yep. A bit of pomade. Dust off the Asti. Yeah. It was pomade and something else, wasn't it? It was an even cheaper version of pomade. See, Rocky Flintoff's had a cracking start to his career. I know he made a 50 the other day, didn't he? Which is not a bad start. And he only plays down the road from here. Him and his brother, didn't realise. Southport and Birkdale Cricket Club. I wonder, could I go and see them? I don't mean stalk them, like. You want bubbles, Esther, you want bubbles. You sound like Michael Jackson now. The 100's done wonders for the women's game, it has. The women's game has been superb. But the Blast was there and could have been developed. Maybe, will they see that and think, we'll develop the Blast alongside the 100 and at some point just sort of ease it out slightly. We don't need the gimmicks anymore. We've got in a new breed of fans who like to go and listen to a band at half time and who understood different coloured clothing, the crisp clothing could go well for them. Just get that into the Blast instead. Done from a place of love. It is. Steve and Mandy have been chatting for a long, long time. No bubbles. Tea. Gotta be tea. Steve created Mandy. There we go. Helen will be able to tell how many hours Steve's been asleep. There we go. Actual inside knowledge there. Plenty of Promise Me Young Rocky. Did we watch Series 2 of his dad's programme this week? Is it on now? Shite. I haven't. I'll have to download that onto the Skybox so when my dad comes home he can watch it as well. Bastard, I didn't realise it was on. Bubbles or confetti? Oh, it sounds a bit too... Yeah. I was tempted then, but no. We'll have to do it. I'll check one out. I can do one outside, and if it works well, I might do one in here unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. Confetti, confetti, confetti. Is that like kabaddi, kabaddi, kabaddi? It's on now, and the first episode is a tearjerker. Better get your tissues out. Yes, Helen, I'll have to do the same as well. I will have to do the same. Do it. Do it now. Hey!
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Helen, yes. In fact, you know what? It's level 2, so we're having
It's
it
going
twice.
up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's there.
Is right. Brilliant. Amen. Had to be. Fantastic. No unexpected confetti, not with your heart. It'll be on the iPlayer, it will be. But I can also just download it onto the Skybox. Stop me dad from coming and press a button rather than arsing around. I've taught him how to cast things to the telly and there's always something going wrong. Little bit of Sean. Whoop, whoop indeed. Absolutely love levelling up. That's it, more like it. More like it. Who's next? Confetti for levelling up. Sounds like there's loads in there, man. I can't do that. I can't. Plus, our Jackie's not in now. I think she's probably fell asleep sitting up as usual, so I'd have to do it while she was here. It'd be unfair otherwise. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. You're miles away, probably. You are about 30 miles away, I think. Oh, you mean in terms of levelling up, yeah. That is stupid how close you are across the water. I can't do the confetti unless our Jinxie's in. I can't. Can't do it. You're going up the stairs. Is right, Helen, is right. No problem at all. You take care as well, and night. I'm terrified. What's my knowledge like on photography? I like it. I like the idea behind it. I'm not 100% au fait with it yet. I'm trying to get me head around it. ISOs and f-stops and stuff like that. Trying to get there slowly. I've got loads of cameras, that's the thing. 2 Sony A5 100s. A Sony ZVE10 or a ZVE10 if you come from this side of the world. Nikon D100. I love me cameras. And also, my phone's got a really good camera in it. Which I know is not ideal, but I like taking pictures. Curious, very curious. Me not doing the confetti is as disappointing as Michael Keane starting a Premier League game in 2024. That is very, very disappointing. Michael Kegger Keane. He must have Sean Dyche's nudes. That's all I can think of. That's the only reason why he's in the team every week. As soon as he's there on the whiteboard putting people's names in, he's like, ah. Yeah, you want me to leak these, do you? Captain Michael Keane. Quite a camera collection, it is. The 2 A5 100s or whatever they are. Them things were for streaming. I've got a 50mm prime lens on that one, which is a Pentagon. So I had to use a mount to go onto it. So I'm trying my best to learn. Your best option is to try and convince your teenage daughter who studied it. What is it you need to know? Well, taking photos. I watch loads of stuff on that there YouTube there about taking photos. Trying to do it better. Yeah, but I've got 2 of these. One that's got a kit lens on it. This one, the 50mm. I need to get out a bit more with it and practice and see what I can do with it. The ZVE10 is the streamer's camera of choice. So of course I bought it because there's loads of information out there about it. The Nikon has got really old school sensor on it. CCD rather than CMOS. Helen's now chasing Ruby around the house trying to get a slipper back. Rubes. Chill Rubes. Didn't need to think of Strep Guardiola's nudes. Don't need that much gingerish in your life, do you? Couple of Scotch eggs hanging down there. No. Jackie's gone bye-bye. She does have a tendency to fall asleep sitting up watching these things, but she does work bloody hard, our girl, doesn't she? Up early. Little goatee round his bits, matching his face. Disc beard, as Bob Mortimer calls him. Disc beard. You want Ruby spam? Our Ruby's lovely as well. Just photos are making them better than the ones you currently take. There's loads of stuff out there to do that. I do piss around with mine, to be honest with you. There's people like Henry Turner are really good for landscape photography. Gives you loads of advice on what you're looking for and your camera gear, how to make things better. I haven't got round to using Photoshop too much. I did have Lightroom, which I used for a while, which for a free app, Photoshop Lightroom is really good. But it's getting that thing about, I don't know, where to take your pictures, what to use. If there's people who do them with mobile phones, will tell you exactly what to do as well, which is really good. Might do a better video along the coast road. Definitely worth doing. Nice and compact. It is very compact. The Sony cameras are really thin. It's a Sony A5100. A5100. They're fairly cheap as well these days. The ZVE10 was a bit more expensive. And I haven't even used that yet. Ah, there you go. Another one just popped up. That's with the kit lens, which is actually much better than you'd think. Yes, I've got two cameras to hand as well as the one I'm sat in front of, and they're all pretty good. Take pics on your tablet, point and click, and then mess around on Google Photos. That's how I've started off, to be honest with you. Walk on the beach as well, good idea. Take Rubes for a walk on the beach. Play with the video button as well, definitely do that. Kev, how you doing, bud? Just mentioned you earlier on. Without you and Dan, this wouldn't be here. And now we've got to 100 scheduled streams. How the bleed now did that happen? Sony camera, any good and how cheap? I'm trying to think how much they were. It was only a couple of £100, I think, when I bought them. Sony are really good if you want to just get into it, I think, as a starting point. They're easy to use. There's that many lenses you can buy for them. The kit lens that comes with it. They're not big or anything. They're not heavy. That is a fairly good little lens to start off with. It'll do almost anything for you. And then you can move on to... I mean, the lens I've got on this thing is ridiculous. Absolutely bleeding huge. That's because I'm an absolute knob, though, obviously. But yeah, I think Sony A5100, if you have a look on MPB, who do second-hand camera stuff, check on there. Or I think I got one of mine off... probably got one of mine off eBay, so they're not overly expensive. There's loads of them around. Loads of different lenses if you start getting into it and you want to start using telephotos or macro lenses. Plenty of them around. Good starting point. Alternatively, a Canon EOS M, I think it is, also quite good. And they make very, very cinematic videos. They're less than £200 at the moment. You can find them on MPB as well. And again, with Canon, I think there's plenty of glass out there, as the pros call it, lenses. Loads of glass out there. I would have managed this myself. No, I'm not sure about that. If it wasn't for Dan and yourself, in the early days especially, giving me loads of advice and encouragement, I wouldn't even have the balls to do it. And yet here we are, over a year down the line, and I'm addicted to it. The job's what, 8 miles away, Steve? Man. Managed got some good videos of the air show from a couple of years back. You're lucky there though, aren't you? Where you are, you're not surrounded by bloody houses and big tall buildings, what have you. So you can just look out and see the planes. Fantastic. In a perfect space. Put them on, man. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do that, send them through to me and I'll lash them on the screen and we can show everyone. Used to work in Jessop's years ago. Lost touch with it all. Still got a couple of film cameras. Oh. Don't have the time or talent. Plenty of good matchday photographers around on Twitter. There are. Plenty of them. Yeah, Canon are good and the price is just out of reach. Keep an eye out though, because lots of them are coming down to fairly cheap, to be honest with you. And every time something new comes out, like the ZVE-10-2 has come out, that ZVE-10 doesn't sound right because I've heard it so often by American YouTubers. It's weird, isn't it? The ZVE-10-2 has just come out, so the ones are now getting a bit cheaper, which means the A5100s and A6700s and what have you, they'll all be coming down in price as well. After a while, everyone will upgrade to another one, and it just starts dropping down slightly. That's how I managed to get my first couple of Sony cameras for doing the streaming. Just because they come down in price to where I could justify getting them. And now, being an absolute knob, I'm spending hundreds when I don't need to. Because I'm addicted. Got my GoPro for in the car. My Osmo Pocket 3 for vlogging or taking video as I walk around. But I keep telling myself I'm not buying alcohol, so the money that I'm saving and not doing that, why not spend it on something I enjoy doing and something that will hopefully encourage me not to get back on the ale. So for me, it's working. Let's keep an eye out for them. Sony A5100. Everybody started off, all the big YouTubers who are now using Sony FX3s and what have you, and £4,000 cameras. Everyone started off using a Logitech 9 to 10 webcam, moved on to that, moved on to this. So there's loads of them about. It'll all go down cheap. We had a lot of work putting them together and adding music. Easily done. Don't forget my drone. Haven't used that for ages. I haven't because it's been too bloody windy. It's not a proper full-on drone, is it? It's a toy one, really. It's less than 250 grams, so it's very, very, very light. But it's good. I actually quite like it. The problem is with one of those, when you live right by the seaside, getting blown everywhere. You're about to get a message you can ignore. Yeah, Sony A5100. Loads of places will have them. CEX, check in there as well. Just because apparently it does constantly happen. People went from that to the ZV-10 and then have moved on and moved on. Every time something new comes out or an influencer says this is the camera to have, everyone sells the previous gear. At some point, it completely oversaturates the market and you get them really, really cheap. They are good. I mean, there's nothing to them. That's on a Manfrotto. It'd have to be a Manfrotto, wouldn't it? Small. Easily throw it in your bag. You can take the lens off and put a cap on it and it's even smaller. Not really heavy or anything. You can buy loads of batteries on Amazon that fit. Kirsty's back with AHH fetishist stuff. CEX 12 cans of Monster for a camera. Daniel, how you doing, bud? 100th, yes, 100th scheduled stream. Proper streams, not the ninjas or the Dennis Baird cams or the beach streams, the actual scheduled ones. Just saying to Kev then, if it wasn't for yourselves, none of this would have happened. All the encouragement at the start, you can do it, no I can't, you can do it, no I can't, you can. Well, you were right, I did it. It was an easy way to take a note stoned and without leaving the stream. Best way of doing it, man. It is crazy just how far we've come on this particular stream. from me being dead nervous at the start, and just to get to this point now is ridiculous. 100. No, I'm not doing the confetti cannon. I'm not. Fucking confetti cannon sent to me by Jinxie. And yeah, we've been celebrating. Celebrating with a nice cup of tea. Fetish Queen Kirsty sounds great. That could be one of the next streams. Kirsty said the same thing as well. If it wasn't for this particular stream, she wouldn't be streaming, so whoever comes next, Kirsty, you're going to be the one that pushes them as well. Do the Canon. The Canon EOS M. We'll be talking, we stopped with the cameras now. Nah, you're alright. Leave them wanting more. I've got 3 of them, so I can take one outside, can't I? Tomorrow. Set it off and see what it looks like. But I've got to work here tomorrow as well in the same bloody desk. Confetti cannon. It's not glitter, it's confetti, isn't it? See, I'm trying to talk myself into this now. See, this is what you do. This is the YouTuber trick. Get people shouting cannon, cannon, cannon in the chat, and then the Olga goes mental for it. Sneaky, that's exactly what happens. Do it. Do it now. I couldn't do that. Bang on top, mate. Bang on top. You know you want to. As if, you know, I'm not 8. Put your hand in the fire. Go on then, I'll do it. You know you want to. And that is that. Boom, confetti cannon, stream ends, crowd goes wild. Don't go changing. Yep. Car alarms go off. Ceiling falls in. Nick hoovers up. Nick is not hoovering up at all. Yeah, Dan, you got a glitter bomb, Spencer. You should do. And now Mrs. Doyle's involved. Ah, sure. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Maybe I like the misery. I can't. The neighbours. What would the neighbours think? I've already got an upside down pineapple outside. This would just take the biscuit, wouldn't it? Going all posh again now. Windows blow out for a half-mile radius. Not for an 8-mile radius, obviously. Kev, cheers, bud. Thanks for the super chat. Mucho appreciado, as they say in Japan. 100, man. 100. Where's the time gone? That's a full year. Which means now, when we get to the point of looking for the watch hours to get to 4,000 every couple of days, last year's stream drops off as well. So it's like a Sisyphean task, but loving it. F the neighbours. Can't. Next door neighbours, they're a police. Police. Actual police bobbies. Arresty police bobbies. That's the one who keeps, when I do bird cams, is the one who's always sawing and drilling. I think he's building gallows outside, I think. I'm sure he is. Give them one to do too. I'm not sure I can give my neighbours one, to be honest with you. It's not that kind of road. Although it could be. Pitch black out there now, man. How much for the confetti cannon if you're all donated? No, I can't do that, man. Gotta wait for Jackie to be awake. Exactly. Can't confetti without her. Wouldn't be right, would it? She provides the Northern Irish fireworks. I am detached. Yes, the doctor said I was detached last time I saw him. You are thoroughly detached from reality and double glazed. But the windows are open. Both Wendy's. Both Wendy's are wide open, by the way. Oh, they get everywhere, man. I've got 3, I have. That's the magic number. Yes, it is. Here we go. No, only joking. Only joking. Can't do it. I can't do it. As Victoria Wood said. Send Jackie a video of it. You tease. Got a tease, haven't you? That's what it's all about. Conceal and reveal. It's what they used to do at the Moulin Rouge. They knew what was happening. They knew how to titillate a crowd. It's around 15 to 20ish, is it, Ori? Imagine the mess if a glitter bomb went off and you had a pearl necklace. It would look fantastic, wouldn't it? Let's be fair. It would look pretty darn good. Canon, Canon, Canon. Sony, Sony, Sony. Nikon, Nikon, Nikon. These aren't cheap, man. Look at these. These are rose gold. Proper rose gold. Oh, you can't use them for around kids between 0 and 3. Steve-O, don't be revealing all, yeah. Bit sticky. Would be very sticky. The glitter would stick to the stickiness. Who was that striker that we sent on loan to Preston? Tom Cannon, by any chance? Your brother-in-law hasn't arrived. Oh, there we go. Right, by the way, confetti cannon also needs 2 working hands. I am deficient to the tune of 1. Which was fantastic, and it stayed up, by the way. But that was an absolute ball ache to put up. One-handed. I had to stick it round the top of there on a little hook. A hook that I used to keep the thing, yeah, what's it called? The lightsaber. The lightsaber up there. Hooks into a hook. And then the rim light up there, and then I had to blue tack it as well so it didn't fall off. That was a load of arse and round, but I think it looks okay, even though it does say never lop. It doesn't. That's not a P, by the way, that's another O. Never looked so good. 100 never looked so good. Fire in the hole. Been eating chili again, have you, Steve? You're old enough. Do it. I wonder if YouTube are watching this thing. What the fucking hell do it and Canon is all about. Teeth, one-hand operation. Like Rambo. Like you're launching a grenade. Make sure the confetti goes the right way. Sounds like one of the lads we go the match with. Getting on in years and then was struggling to make it all the way to the ground from the medlock, and had to stop. He went, oh, go on without me. And after that, all the lads were, leave me a spare pen and a grenade. You fucking piss taking bastards. Go on without me. Look at the grin, you know he wants to. Pull the pin with me teeth. Fire in the hole. Doing a quiz there. UK comedy duo. Someone and Ball. Any ideas? Farrow and Ball. Farrow and Ball. Cannonball. Esther with the glitter, glitter, glitter. I've got to be careful. The last person who ended up with that much glitter on the face was a 13-year-old Thai girl. We can't do that, can we? You want to say use your mouth? You always say that, Ali. Get Kippers to hold it. We're not that close, to be honest with you. Cannon and Ball, that's the one. Cannon. If anyone can, Cannon can. You'll never guess which makeup printer I've got either. Oh my word. Hewlett Packard. The Breeders on the jukebox there. Missed the song title, Something Ball, yes. Cannonball is a great song by the Breeders, by the way. Do you know what I should do? I should play the outro, set this off so you don't see it, and then just sit here covered in confetti. How would that go down well? Right. That'd piss you off, wouldn't it? What day is it? Sunday, isn't it? Oh, man. There's no Michael Owen on tonight, is there? No Red Dwarf. Nope. I wonder when they're going to start it again. Canon. Can you grip it with your selfie stick thing? Isn't that Ian Giori and the Blockheads? Grip it with your selfie stick. Grip it slowly. Grip it, Nick. Grip it. Grip it. Grip it. What's that internet activist thing? The anonymous weirdos. QAnon. There's an A anon, a B anon. What would go after that? C anon, yes. Canon. Sunday celebration time. A celebration to last throughout the year. Bring on the dancing horse. Oh, The Cure, In Between Days. Oh, the tunes are banging tonight, man. The tunes are banging. Not a mean bro. Broski. Banging. Must charge that as well. Das ist gut, ja. Fantastisch. Hit me with your selfie stick. It's nice to be a lunatic. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Oh. It's going down well, this. Nice cup of tea. You regret it if you don't do it. This is pure, this is bullying, this. It's not even peer pressure anymore, it's bullying. I could have you down for this, I could have you down for it. Disgraceful behaviour. Disgraceful. I won't sleep tonight, you know. I won't sleep tonight. The dog has said that Jackie's asleep, so they're going home. Doesn't normally stop them, does it? You've got this tin with a switch. It's currently can off. What would be the opposite to that? Can open. Close. Close but no cigar. Can in. That still sounds the same though, doesn't it? You only hit hashtag 100 once, you know. Fantastic stream. Yeah, if Jackie's asleep, there's no point staying around for any more dogging because she's the main attraction. Naturellement, as they say in Japan. Bloody hell, 11:15. Hang on, just give me a sec. Only joking. Hashtag 100. Don't play with it in case it goes off prematurely. Words to live by, I think that. Words to live by. Oh, it didn't work. Oh. So close. Bit of ASMR there. It won't go off. But you know what's going to happen now, don't you? I'll have been sat there like that, pissing around with it all day. I'll go in there and then at 3 o'clock in the morning or something, it'll go off and the alarms will go off. There'll be all kinds of trouble everywhere. You can't keep his hands off it. He's like a teenage boy. He can't keep his hands off it. Look at him. Unless you start playing dogging songs, they will more than likely stay. At that point, they will stay. Like Terence Trent D'Arby, they will stay. Nice. Well, sorry to be a disappointment to you all, but it's not going tonight. It's not. Many apologies for the inconvenience. Get to the outro, let it off and seen. Come back into the room full of raining confetti. Face looking like you've, looked up a backfired exhaust in a 50s TV programme. Glasses like that. Smoke coming off the hat. Don't want it going off unexpectedly. Get it done now. Don't want to go off half-cocked, do you? No. Right, hang on. Where am I? Right, get your dancing shoes on. We know what's coming next. Dancing shoes on and Ariston. Thanks everyone, you are fantastic peeps. And that's that.
Hoo-yah!